Hello everybody, it's our old friends Monday Madness and we have another Let's Play for you today, as I say in my sexy radio voice. This is Jonathan, joining you as ever, and I found someone else new today. First of all, who are you and what the hell are you doing in my house?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm the new service staff, and look, I'm just a foreigner, I'm coming in to steal your jobs.
Do you at least have a name?
Pablo?
You actually had to think about that. That's concerning. This is Matthew, everybody. Sorry for him being so facetious. We are playing Papers, Please, which is a game you recommended because it's one of your favorites, isn't that right?
Actually, it is. Like, this was a game that was kind of popular when it came out, but it's sort of like faded out like a fad, which is a shame because there was a lot of really good design in this. And I'm a big believer in games as art, even though the discussion has sort of tended away from that. And as a result, like, I really want to just break this down. Like, you know, this is going to be me getting my pretentious goggles on and just telling you why it's good and why you must like this, and if you do not, you are wrong.
Yeah, I, by the way, completely believe that you have a pair of pretentious goggles just for these occasions. So yeah, no, we're going to have a game of Papers, Please.
They're behind my Ray-Bans.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I shall be starting off, and I think we'll probably switch over at some stage, probably halfway through our narrative experience. But for those of the uninitiated, what is Papers, Please?
So,
initially,
Papers, Please is an interesting game developed by a single guy by the name of Lucas Pope.
I should start off while you're talking away.
The whole point of this game is that you're an immigration officer for like a quasi-Soviet era Russian satellite country. It's like speculated that you're effectively former East Germany. And then, like, as a result, like, as you can see, like, there's been like a war, and now they're opening the border between East Germany and West Germany.
We can adequately describe it as tension, and it's kind of festered, and now things are starting to rumble again, like it was in the mid '80s, I guess.
Yeah. So basically, the first day, as you'll see, is you let only citizens in, but due to diplomatic relationships opening up across all the nations you'll see in this game, you'll have more and more people coming in, and then the whole point of the game is dealing with both the development of an opening border, but the risks of letting more people into your country as well.
And of course, trying to balance work and your own family as well. There's a lot of very subtle facets to this, which I think makes it a more enjoyable experience. But while we talk away, let's start our first day. No training needed. We're just going to walk in and just pretend that we know what we're doing.
No, as you sort of like, you wonder. I love all these little subtle designs about this. Is that you don't get any training because you won a job lottery.
That's right. You were just allocated this job.
So you're basically just throwing in and just saying, "Here, you deal with it. It's your job, and if you don't, you are at fault, not the state."
Yeah. Great. Well, let's get started then, shall we?
Let's.
No time at the present. And the present is apparently November 1982. So, this is more or less the bones of the experience, just checking documentation. And this is obviously easy enough because it's just citizens in, foreigners out.
Pretty much.
And this is, from a gameplay standpoint, this is just to help you get a bit of a float going with money-wise, because obviously when you're doing this, you have to look after your family as well while doing this. So the more you work, the more you earn, and the less your family members die of cold or sickness.
Also, as you can see with what Jonathan's doing, like, a lot of this is done only with the mouse, and so it's also a really good way of ramping into like the awkwardness of the controls. The controls were designed to be somewhat awkward to start with.
Well, I would say minimalist would be the best thing to say.
Yeah,
it's literally just like mouse and spacebar. That's really it, and spacebar doesn't come into it yet.
Yeah. So it's also just to get used to these slightly wonky controls, which does again like add to this sort of this archaic design. I mean, you can see it both with like.
There's an interesting point. That's just an example of narrative right there.
Yeah.
It's just like someone walks in, just leaves. It's like at least it's telling you now, either reads a newspaper or just from these people. That's the environment you're living in. This is what the world you're living in. So it's just, again, what you said was very subtle indications of what the world is.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean,
well.
It also like has very oppressive, so like depressing, so like dystopian feel to it, because like Your color palette is like this really washed out, faded
there's no
green,
white colors at all. It's
grey, maroon, brown.
Yeah, it's like if you want to describe Eastern Europe and grey or what's the word I'm thinking of?
The former bloc.
Yeah, not to like denigrate what any Eastern Europeans, but if you describe them in the color, it's this. It's just.
It's Unitarian brown.
Yeah. I haven't seen that on Julek's wall chart, but it's there somewhere, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure its hex code is like FF32.
You said that too quickly, you must know that.
Well, I don't think that actually is the hex code, because I think hex is like 6 digits, and I think I only put down 3 or 5.
Alright. But again, the fact that you know that is more concerning than anything else.
Computer design, like you pick up some of the worst nonsense bullshit you ever want.
So again, even if we're talking from a gameplay point of view, the game, this first level is telling you, well, first of all, it's teaching you the colour passports. I mean, your own Arstotzkan passport is, pale, is kind of that
turquoise
green, and any Colchins would be like that kind of purple colour you see. It's just immediately picking up on the different nations in it. Again, all very subtle things that you can either give too much credit for or just something that you notice but never actually.
Yeah, and that actually starts coming into play a bit later because, well, as you see, like it's a very simple rule set at the moment, but like towards the end, it's going to get a lot more complex.
Yeah, it gets incrementally difficult as more conditions.
And so you're going to have to like learn quite a few like little tips and tricks and mnemonics for yourself. It doesn't tell you to do this, nor does it give you an indication that you should. Yeah. But just for the sake of greater efficiency for yourself, you must learn these like small little things. So you remember I remember for cities, because when you start dealing with foreign nations, you're gonna have to deal with issuing cities.
Yeah, we'll see that in the next 2 days. I'd say.
Yeah.
Some sort of.
I think those come in on day 3.
Something like that. Yeah.
But
even still now, just to kind of cut you off.
Yeah.
The even outright now, you have a minimum of 5 to work with. You have to at least clear 5 people to just break even.
Yeah.
So now it'll be 10. Sorry, because each person you clear is $5 as opposed to 10. Yeah. So even still, you have to do a minimum of 10 to break even, which already kind of says, shit, I have to be efficient. Yeah. Straight away. You can't just dilly dally.
Although I will say, is a secret trick. You don't want to do this too much, but take away your food. Alternate food each day, and you will be able to get you actually be able to work more credits.
Yeah.
This will actually help you because later in the game you can start buying better apartments. As you can see in the top right of the screen, you can have class 8. You can get up to class 5, which actually reduces monthly daily expenditure, which therefore means you can actually save more up, which towards the end of the game, when the narrative starts coming into a close, will start becoming very, very important.
Yes.
So,
we'll be talking about how the narrative interferes with your own gameplay, or with your own personal life as the game progresses. Yeah. This is just day 1, so we're only starting off. But we'll see how we get on with day 2 anyway. Because I'm pretty sure this is where, as you can see in the newspaper, actually, we've been told to relax certain things.
Yes.
So we're allowing foreigners in now.
Yeah.
But as you can see now, we are in inspect mode rather. Yeah. Where we actually do have to make sure,
that's what
we are compelled to work now. Yes. So must have a passport. Everything that you have must be current. So that's simply it. Yeah. So foreigners are allowed in now.
But all documents. Oh yeah, and yeah, it's day 3 when you have to start worrying about cities.
Yes. So here we go. Just checking expiry now. That's really it, and checking the date, which we know, so that we can let her in.
Also, I want to just point out a very cute little piece of design there. That how these 2 stamps are oriented, because the denied stamp is on the left, which, as you can see left side of the screen, that is not our Stotskin. But if you can see the right side of the screen, it's approved. So it's almost as if it's this unification of design, where everything to do with allowing someone into the country is on the right side of the screen.
Yeah, it's really, really. I think it's just a design choice in a sense, but it still ties into it. And we just found our first discrepancy, which is good. We can just put down on our wall and just say, baby's first actual rejection. Yeah. So.
Although going back to the stamps, I was looking into the guy who made this game actually created a form-based log of how he designed this, which is it's a fascinating read if you're into game development as I am. Apparently this came in really late because originally when he was first releasing the game in alpha on this forum, you had no access to the denied step until you found an issue, so it sort of appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was only until someone actually pointed it out for him, which is really nice because it's a really good show of like the great advancements in indie development, where you don't have to crowdsource every idea. So like that failed Broken Age thing that Double Fine did, but at the same time, like you can still come to other people and you can find your own editors, as it were.
Yeah.
Which really helps with the indie game development scene as a whole.
That's the same. They're learning as they go. Incidentally, has Lucas Pope done any more other projects, or is this
actually technically this can be said to be a spiritual successor to a game called Republic of Times, which is a Flash game.
That's a thing that's happening. Sorry,
you don't really do much of that. That's so like that's like indicative of an issue, but you don't come across that issue until midpoint of the game.
Yeah, it's just it's something just to put a pin on, as it were.
Yeah.
Again, just saying some other things are happening while you're working. Okay, well, first of all, we can. I think I found the discrepancy right there. Not to be. Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This
narrative
as well.
Narrative has kicked in. Sorry.
Yeah. So you're gonna have people jumping the walls out of impatience, although later on you're gonna have terrorists. Well, actually, sorry, this is a terrorist attack.
I think they believe they're all terrorist strikes at most stages when this happens.
Yeah.
And that's it's tragic, and that's what's happening.
That actually happened back then as well.
Yeah. We see that again. It kind of really reinforces the fact that it's a living world you're in.
Yeah.
There are other stuff happening that isn't circled around you.
Well, yeah. One of the major themes of this game is that you are a cog in a very uncaring machine.
Yes. That is probably the best way to describe Papers, Please.
That little booth window you see people come through. That is your only way of interacting with the world, and that's the only point in time where you matter.
Yeah.
And I love this because like. One of the few things that you don't really get to see in any visual media, game or TV or cinema, is the concept of second-person perspective. That you are telling someone else's story.
Yes.
But someone that you have to interact with. So, just for the sake of summing this up, first person is when you deal with the I. So, like, I interact with the thing, right?
And of course, third person is they
are interacting with the thing. Yeah. Even though if you control them, they still have an identity separate from you, and it is deterministically separate. Second person is kind of hard to do, especially in cinema, because I interact with you, who interacts with the world.
Yes. And
so you have to deal with this like a middleman. And there's a couple games that does this to a certain extent. Sorry, this is just our next little piece of explanation that we have to deal with an entry ticket.
Yes, it's I suppose the way to deal with people throwing bombs is to give them a little ticket to prove that they are coming in.
Yeah.
It wasn't the greatest plan in the world, but I don't think it lasted that long.
No, it only lasts for like a day.
For instance, we have one here who doesn't have one. So for anything that like they have missed out or omitted, you like you click on the counter there. There you go, and they give it to you then. And it's on today's date, so that's good. Yeah. It's really, again, that's just for people who are playing this and are thinking, well, how do I point out that...
Yeah, there was apparently a bit of an issue with that during development. Like, a lot of this feedback says, I don't know how why they're missing these documents. And so that's why that bulletin that you now see, it's like the at the booth window towards the left of the screen. Usually, actually, quick tip to metagame this, they're usually all valid. Except for, like, the final one.
Yeah, I noticed that sometimes. It's always like the first one is like an example of what you're looking for, and then the second one is what you shouldn't do.
Yeah, all the brothel girls, they're always valid. Oh,
sorry, I just haven't played this in a while.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
well,
here you go.
Oh yeah, going back to second person perspective though. So it's really hard to do, and a few games that have done this is obviously this one, the Siren series of games where you have to like view the world through the enemy's eyes to understand where they are, and there's another one that I am forgetting. Oh, but like it's a great way of just showing that instead of you having your own story, that the world has a story that you are part of. You are effectively an NPC.
Yeah. It's peculiar in a way, but I think that's why it was so well received.
Yeah,
because it was just really, really different, and it was so minimalist, and it's so. Just tragic in its execution. It's just like these are things that are happening, and when you're playing it the first time, just things will happen, and you can only react to it.
Yeah.
Or you have a choice to make. What do you do? And it's up to you really do you
invalidate on the ticket.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
no, it's valid on the 12th, not for the 12th.
Right. Yes, that's quite right, isn't it? What spot?
Nah, you have to check it with the date.
Oh, right, yeah, that's right. See, again, it's about getting the right. It's almost like you're kind of forming the sentence of what they want.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. It's almost like you're like in the old text interface. It's just like
well, this is one of the few. That's one of the few times where it's sort of like game more than world. It's just for the sake of like, you know, so it's a gating mechanism. So so the game can check if like a rejection is valid or not.
Yeah, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's on date.
Yeah. I think Lorian is from Antegra, so I think that's good.
Oh no, I also must say, like, you know, I know this is set in the 80s, and the fact that they rely on this like pixel based art with some vector scaling on it is just really, really. Oh, this guy! Yes. Everyone loves this guy. He's amazing.
Okay, Matty. So tell us about this fellow.
So this is Georgie. He's sort of like your comic relief. He's kind of like Kermit with a beard.
You take that back, you son of a bitch.
Basically, he's so like, you know, just the lovable fuck up character. Like, he only ever gets in once correctly, and yet he tries almost every third day. I want to say.
I think this is like your. I want to say this is your continuity guy. This is like it's like how you start off in a way, almost like an alter ego in a sense.
Yeah.
A very bad alter ego, might I add. Ooh, this is interesting. Doesn't have a beard anymore.
Now later on, you can verify if this is actually true of the person.
Yes, but for now he can.
Also, the response, "I had surgery, and that's why I don't like my beard," is.
And why I've aged 30 years, apparently. Yeah, that works.
But just going back to Georgie, like, you know, he's just astonishingly funny, like, because it's just a great way of interjecting some level of humor to the game, without, like, you know, breaking it too much.
Yes, and we'll see more of Georgie throughout our experience.
His next appearance is the one that gets me the most.
I
won't give it away, but it's astonishingly fun.
It is magical, and it's just like, well, we'll see when it comes out. But so this is now, I like this part because it's giving you an example of all the discrepancies that you can find. So we just saw a guy there with the wrong appearance, wrong gender, no entry ticket. Just going to deny her real quickly and get one more in.
And the entry ticket itself is actually an introduction for checking out more robust documents later on in the game.
With each day, we're going to have something more to check, and it's just that consistently incrementing difficulty.
Wrong date.
Yep, saw it there. So again, that's 4 discrepancies in a row now. It's getting you in the mood to.
Although I must say, one thing that sort of like works against the game is that, because especially later on when everything starts getting more and more complex and there's a lot more of it. Whenever you let someone through, it feels like you fucked up because you know you've missed something.
Yeah, your brain is working against you. That is the worst feeling in the world, because like the what happens is if you do get like a citation, there's like a 2-second, there's like a very deliberate pause, and then a little fax comes up on the screen. It's like you're waiting for that fax, and it's like that's an agonizing wait. It really is. And that's our last one, so we can take our time.
On date, right city, passports in on date. No, it isn't. Passports out of date.
So it
27th of the 10th.
Very nice, very nice. I do have a system for doing this, but I was kind of making sure the issuing city was right. Of course, it is Great Rapids because it's the United Federation, which is totally not America.
Actually, no, I think it's more England.
I was thinking Great Rapids, as in Grand Rapids.
True.
That's
like. I think you can sort of see similarities between real countries and fake countries, but they're more in the style of than direct adaptations of. You know.
Yeah, I kind of go along with that more. That's day 3, and so far so good. Yeah. We're in clover, comparatively speaking, and I am going to keep them well fed.
Yeah,
I am a very, very loving father.
Fair. Oh, sorry,
mother-in-law not so much. But
I forgot you asked me about like Lucas Pope's other work. So I was saying about the Republic of Times.
I'll continue on with day 4.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. It was a like little flash game you can still find online, and it was something of a similar nature where you were playing as one of the countries mentioned in this game called Republia, who came out of sort of like a civil strife with another country. This game called Antegria.
Yes.
And the whole point is that you were to arrange news stories in a way that would inspire both loyalty to the nation as well as, like, you know, keep people reading it.
So you're almost seeing it from the other side, in a way. Like, there are two sides of a different coin.
Well, I guess so, but the continuity between these two games aren't really, like, well established. It's more so like a spiritual successor Papers, Please.
Yes. That's what you said, actually. It was a spiritual successor.
Yeah. And so it again dealt with a lot of similar themes. So like this notion of that you are only a small piece in a larger puzzle. Also that you were like just coming in at the whim of the nation itself.
Yeah.
More
like you are meaningless. Like you don't. It's almost to say like you are just like irrelevant.
Yeah.
And you get that from when you eventually see your superiors. Like you're just a piece of shit to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And also like in Papers, Please, there's times where you can rebel in the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away in the game.
We will be given moral choices, and it's
Yeah.
up to us to either take the hit and
Well,
win, or
even more than that, there is in this game. There's also a rebellion subplot, but I don't want to give too much in either game.
we will see it in the next few days anyway.
But you will see that the rebellion, you're more of a facilitator than an instigator of rebellion, and you'll come across consequences as a result.
I think we can just do that. Yep. So once again, now rules have changed once more, and Sarasoscan citizens now have to have their own ID card, while all foreigners will have to have the entry permit. And I would say this is probably the start of the bread and butter of the game.
Yeah.
Where every person has an entry permit, every citizen has an ID card. And this is getting you in the motion now of checking these things regularly, and then more will be added on top of this. So here's our first ID card now. So we have a right name, we have a right height and weight.
Date of birth is the same. That's the one that always fucks me over. Is the date of birth between the card and the passport.
Do you know what it is? I think it's a text.
No, gender.
Good call. Very nice. I was just about to see. So very nice.
I also want to say that I'm not magic, or I'm not like a master of this game. Like I played through this completely once or twice a week or two ago, just in preparation for this. So I'm not great. I'm just really good at remembering stuff that only happened last week. In other words, I'm really good at having a memory.
Hey, it's a skill. I mean, some people just can't remember anything. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I think you're being too highbrow. I'm trying to drag you down a bit.
That's cool. Like
This is it's like actual genuine research, and then just a really stupid joke about amnesiacs. This is Monday Madness, ladies and gentlemen.
It reminds me of the old podcast I used to do. Like I had like me and a friend always like talked about these subjects like media and its role in society and all that. And like, you know, I went off on a big tangent on like, you know, why like, you know, movies are important and music is important.
Yeah.
And then my friend made a reference to a book with a zombie dinosaur in it.
It's just toning you down, man.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's just like, I know you're dedicated and all, but like we need more witty jokes in this. You know, just like I'll have a little bell to ding every time you have to make a dick joke.
But this is like a grand oppressive society. Like you can't really make many jokes in this.
This is true.
You get shot for it.
No, your family members get shot. That's the difference.
Very nice.
You see, it's getting you by the back door, which is
ow.
Is
Permit's out of date. Oh wait, no,
no,
never mind.
Yeah, no worries.
It's the wrong month.
It is. You see, that also fucks me up as well because it's the end of the first. Here we go. What do we get? Invalid name. Now.
Here we go. This is brilliant.
Right. Matty, can you tell what's wrong with this passport?
That that the registration number is 1234. Okay.
No, it's because he doesn't have an entry permit. You
Oh.
fool.
Damn.
That's the one problem you have. It's not that it was drawn in fucking crayon. It's because you didn't have the right supplementary paperwork. Now get out of here, you fucking cabbage. I love Georgie. I really
he's
do.
amazing.
Just like.
Although if you do actually cite the paper, like the passport instead of like the lack of permit, your guy just turns around and goes, "Cobra's not a country."
Yeah, and it has a little drawing of a cobra on the front.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, just so many good things about it. But Georgie's, I say he's one of the more recurring characters in the control it. Bar like the other, like your superior and a few other
Yeah.
characters we'll see. He is the one kind of like, well, look, lads, straight away.
Liposuction must have been expensive back then.
I don't think. Yeah, you've had surgery. Now first time you can do a fingerprint.
So yeah, as I said, you can verify how people like if people are who they say are.
Yes,
So, yeah.
but this is a means which I find very tricky. You just have to straight away do that and
Yeah.
discrepancy. And it's time for no, it's not.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
You have to wait to the border guards at the front to start interacting with you.
quite right. Yes. Eventually, we will start have to detaining people, which
Also, time saving measure. You can save a second with this. I'm not a speedrunner, but you kind of need to be with this game. But you don't actually have to get rid of your stamp drawer whenever you need to get rid of it. If you just throw
that's
it out.
that is mostly habit on my part. So like I don't claim to be any way efficient at this game. I just skim through as fast as I can. More like a seat at the pants kind of player. Is what I like to describe myself. Which is probably bad given the kind of type of job I'm supposed to have.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, when you start getting access to rifles, then that might be a
There's
problem.
another one. Oh yeah. Now that's another thing. You have to check transcripts now
Yeah.
for what they're doing. So this is handy enough actually. And the permit. That's another thing we forgot to mention was transcripts. You have to actually listen to what they're saying now.
Yes.
And there's entry permit. Set to 0. There's Matty. That's not right. So straight away.
Oh no, you have to start. You have to ask. Like, I know this is just a thing of like procedural generation, but seeing these permits only came into like circulation today. How does he have one that's like post dated?
Yeah, that's and look this. Oh, Jesus, lads. I always get angry. Just get your shit together when you start off. You know.
Yeah.
It's like I know.
It actually makes you sympathetic for those border guards, and I'm originally from Australia, and
Yeah.
like.
I can't remember now. The entry visa is just for denials. So
Yeah, it says at the bottom.
yeah, so it's just for denying them, isn't it? I always get confused with this one.
And it's for the other.
Yeah.
But like Australian customs are famously like anal about this shit. But now
That's why they have shows about them.
yeah,
Oh, that's a shame. I thought we had enough time for another one. Oh well.
the rent is going up.
And now we are obliged to do even more. Like a minimum of 11 now, I think it is.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that's 4 days, and so far so good. 2 citations, which I'm sure will get whipped over eventually when we go back to the gulag.
Well, when you start fucking up too much, they start deducting pay.
That's true. Now here we go. This is a very good example of paying attention to your world.
Yeah.
Like this is just a newspaper. You can read the headlines before you start, and you have to keep an eye on this fellow's face, for better for worse.
Yeah. And actually, it's like Lampshade's like something that will actually become a major player later in the game. Although I really like this because it's a very simple concept of montage in like visual design. Montage, for those of you don't speak film snob.
I think it's only you that speaks that language. You and Tarantino.
Oh god, I love him, but he's such a twat. He is a huge twat.
Yes.
But just the concept of having 2 separate images and a third image that's like ties it together, not to any
Sorry, I was trying to split. I think I was splitting hairs there.
Yeah, I did that on my first ever run through
Yeah.
as well. But it's like these images don't need to have any connective tissue, but like they need to have like some sort of continuity implied, which allows like the viewer to actually find out you can detain her.
Yes. Well, if they're asking to just get rejected, it's suspicious.
I know, but at the same time,
I just want to get those guys some work, really. I mean, they've been there standing on their asses for like 3 days, and just you need to do something.
I mean, Jesus Christ, your legs would go numb after a while.
Fucking sure, yeah, especially in that cold.
Like I remember like an old episode of the history version of Brainiac. As stupid as that show was, it was entertaining. Like, and in no way scientific or historically accurate.
I don't think it was meant to be intelligent in some way. I think that's why they called it Brainiac in the first place.
Yeah.
The actual staple of it was exploding caravans. Like, what else do you say? Aha! We know this fellow, don't we? Vince Lestrade, eh? There's a few different routes to this, but you just basically recognise it.
Yeah.
Now,
but
this is one of the kind of moral choices. You either let him in or you detain him. And I tend to detain him. Because I believe what I read in the papers.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, again, like this.
Like, why would the national press lie to me, a Joe Soap who has no significance in this world?
True. I mean, even if you could argue that the government's corrupt and you're actually just detaining someone for no reason,
Yes.
we as an individual within the machine have no way to verify that.
Yes.
And it actually speaks to one of the great things I like about contemporary politics is that there's a lot more accountability for facts these days. Which is a shame because one of the most popular news sources is still Russia Today. God, I hate reality.
Fucking hell, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that happens. But again, that was just an example now of just checking the transcript and seeing are the facts correct.
Yeah.
And if you're kind of like on spec, you can just kind of read it as it comes up.
Yeah.
So,
Where were we? Like apparently, in this episode of History Rec or whatever the hell it was called.
Historiac, maybe.
Oh no, it's just Brainiac History Review, something like that.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I never watched the show. I saw the one about walking on custard and said, "Yeah, I think that's enough for my brain to handle."
With the former Big Brother star.
Is that who he was?
John Tickle. Yeah, that's where he got his name.
Sorry, I just thought like John Tickle was a stage name. Really, like you can't like have a full career if you're called Mr. Tickle, or at least you'd be on some sort of list.
I don't know if that's his actual name, but
That's a silly hope not, because Jesus wept, poor chap.
I come from the Highland Tickles.
The Highland Tickles. I'm well aware of them.
But
The Highland Tickles is definitely a fucking.
But I hope it's on YouTube. But at some point, you have to check out History Abuse Silly Marchers because like there are some fucking gems, and half of them. The reason why they're so ridiculous looking is just to get the circulation back in your legs before they die. I'm not kidding. Like the Greek one, it's like the Greek one we have to stand for like 8 hours stock still. It's like the British Royal Guard, but worse because you're in the Greek sun. Their marches, they actually have to take this long loping stride, wiggle their ankle, and then step down, and then repeat.
And then followed by that, you put your left leg in,
and your left leg out.
Put your right leg in,
and then I lost the fucking
you tried. And you got fired for not following correct protocol. Hey, look at him! He's free from tyranny, apparently. Yay!
I think he's an automatic in.
More than likely. Just making sure. Yep, it looks like that. Welcome to freedom, Piotr.
Piotr.
Yes.
Here's
more
the next
choices.
one.
Yes. Now the wife. Do you think she's going to have all the paperwork ready?
Of course not.
Oh look, no entry tickets. Now
Permit. Tickets were yesterday.
Quite right. You see, now I would have got a discrepancy in the citation against myself now if I got that wrong. Now, do we let her in or do we not?
I always like to take the high road and take the hit for this one, especially because the first two hits are free, which is just a way of just making things easier on the player. I mean, that's another thing with games. Games like overtake story. It's just, as you can see, you will have warning issue, no penalty.
Yes.
In reality, you pretty get beaten for it.
Again, your firstborn will get a good bit of a thrashing like in public school, or sorry, public gulag. What am I saying? Schools in Arstotzka.
Although the way freaking Russia's been going these days, it might not be too far away from reality again.
This is true. Yeah. I mean, who even needs an economy? Anywho, spelling mistake. Could easily be a spelling mistake, but I don't trust that face.
It's got glasses.
Yeah, nobody trusts a man with glasses. Especially when they look like Otacon after a heroin addiction.
No, it looks like what happens if Otacon and glasses guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark has a baby.
Yes. And this is
this is Georgie's father by the looks of it.
Georgie's long lost uncle. That'll be part of our headcanon. This is a heartwarming moment when you finally find each other in the border patrol. Yeah, I don't think it's his grandfather anyway. No, going by that.
What is this question? It's like, dude, like you must know.
Yeah, it's like what is sex?
Actually, to be fair though, like it does remind me of that old the Olympic, or was it the Winter Olympic issue where like there was a famous female athlete who got banned from the Olympics because it turned out she was a guy.
Yes, that's right.
But it wasn't the case. She was actually intersex, and so she was raised as a woman. But technically, she had enough of enough masculinity in her to disqualify her.
Yeah, it was a I think it was like they checked for testosterone levels like abnormally high.
Oh, she also had
Something
like
that,
I
yeah.
think she also had like vestigial testicles.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about this in the Olympics. It was a while ago, actually. I feel like
Back in the 86, I want to say.
there was one more recent than that, though. I think. There
Oh,
was, like,
yeah.
I think it was in Athens.
But like
it was one of the African athletes. And I can't remember who it was. Of course, I wouldn't because I don't follow the Olympics that much.
yeah, it's one of the weird things. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, where you have to be like, you know,
Yeah.
allowing for gender, but then like it's kind of like there are questions you have to ask because it's like this is a binary issue. This is a non-binary issue
Yeah.
coming into a binary format.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And the binary format is also just the regime of like you're either male or female. You are nothing else.
Exactly. Also, to be fair though, it's the Olympics, so it's horrendously corrupt, so everyone
Yeah.
gets fucked anyway.
Exactly. Anywho, in case you just noticed there, we got the first booth upgrade, which is my favorite upgrade. Just smack a spacebar.
Mine one's still the double click.
Double click is handy, I will agree. But I will say
Oh, no.
that when I was playing this initially, the first time around, I was on the laptop with a mouse pad,
Oh.
which is fun.
I wouldn't recommend that.
That is hard mode, I will admit, especially when you are doing nothing but clicky.
Jesus Christ, your entire family would starve after day 2.
I survived until the last day.
Fuck.
Now, here's the next thing. Now is work permits because apparently you need proof now to work. So here's work, sir. He's going into food service because he definitely looks like a chef. He's in a year. That's good.
I know he's skinny. He doesn't look that great a chef to me.
Yeah, but look at his great neck though. Look at that.
That is a fucking neck with a capital N.
I think you find it's not a neck. He just he lost it in the Great War. It's just put it back on his shoulders. This is actually the first head transplant.
He went to one of those Central African tribes and got a little too friendly with trading.
Oh yeah, he wears like kind of
Those, like,
yeah,
neck
those
braces.
ones, yeah. Please stop.
Automatic in.
Yeah, looks like it.
Although she's the one who's gonna get like the fucker arrested now. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, that's her, isn't it? Yes, there we go. This is more plot.
Yeah. So
Danny Ludum. We'll keep an eye on him.
there's 3 ways you can deal with this because one thing you can do is I might as well talk now because we're just gonna have more random generated at
Yeah.
this point. Is that you can accept him because he has everything correct,
Which he will.
or you can reject him out of moral thing and take the hit,
Yes.
or which both of them lead to people getting killed. So it's either people on your side of the wall getting killed, or girls on your side of the wall who apparently who works in this club, the Pink Panther, I think it's called, the Pink Palace.
Pink something. It's the Pink Vice. There you
Pink
go.
Vice, that's it. Or just girls that he was trying to traffic in.
It's spelling mistake.
Traffic in, get killed
Yeah.
on the other side. Or, suddenly you realize 2 weeks ago, you can actually have him arrested.
Yeah.
I never really even caught that. Oh wait, there's also a 4th option where you can give the warning to him, and he just runs off.
Yeah. There's a few ones you can do. Just like that there. I think he says that bitch or something that like counts
Yeah.
like a confession. Hey, look who this is.
Doesn't have the permit yet though.
No.
So close.
So yes, but yet so far.
I love him as well because he never gets pissed off. He's just like, "Oh, you funny guy."
I think he's heavily medicated.
Well,
He is definitely like the old guy who drinks nothing but vodka and just like dances around in a fountain. That's Georgie. That's him right there.
No, so,
He is the fountain dancer.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
You just go to a local fountain in any Russian city.
They're sort of like a tourist attraction.
Yeah, they are. I mean, so it's like, hey,
Like rubles a pop.
let's see where I go. Work 6 months, general labour. Everything looks okay there, I think. I'll just check the Ishman City now.
Skull, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, it is. So I'm happy enough with that. If you're happy enough with that,
In duty.
Dibbly Debbin. Just resorting to loud noises now. As we ratchet up the tension.
Indubitably.
Stuff like that.
Sorry, I was just watching this. Here we go. Here's the fucker now.
This is Danny Ludum.
So, are we gonna get him arrested or what?
Well, here's the thing. I think we can trigger that by saying Like,
No.
yeah,
If you
that's-
want to get him arrested, you bring that to the observation station.
Is that it?
The white paper to the observation.
Sorry, you can...
Where you actually check documents.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you have to see his. You have to see the passport, and then you compare the two names.
Oh, right, they like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. You were there, you did them. Boom. Okay, so we do good.
Yeah, I only realized you can do this like on my last playthrough. I was like,
Yeah,
fuck.
I know there was a system to do it, but I kept handing him it and saying, "Oh, look what I found,"
Yeah.
and then I was expecting the detainment, but it never came. So I was at fault for many deaths.
That blood is on your hands.
It
that
is.
pixely brown blood.
Pixely brown blood. It's because of that great like cauliflower high diet that you have in your South Fit. I don't know why it makes your blood pixely, but just go with it. It has something to do with the water.
I'm not a biologist.
No.
I'll believe you.
We do not claim to be biologists, ladies and gentlemen, nor experts on cauliflower. Just throwing it out there.
Actually, I know some about cauliflower.
It
is actually technically a flower.
And that was Cauliflower Facts with Matthew. Tune in next week where you find out more about Georgie. Good night. He's very happy. He's had his eyes closed and everything. You know when someone has a beard but it makes their face more happy? That was that guy right there.
I know whenever I see someone with a
Now
beard,
that one
it's,
is... Now this woman has formidable shoulders.
It was the 80s, like, you know, those power suits back
Oh
then.
Jesus, yeah, actually.
Jesus.
Oh, here we go. Plot narrative.
Suicide bomber.
Yeah. Oh shit, we let him in. He was the happy guy with
Yep.
the beard. He lied to us. His beard betrayed us, Matthew.
So yeah, Kolechia is the, in quotes, West Germany equivalent.
Yeah, they're the I suppose the war torn-ish.
Yeah. So like basically
And Dresden would be the
Dresden would be Berlin. So
Berlin,
we
yeah.
are the East Dresden checkpoint.
Mm.
Although like I don't.
And there we go. Look,
Yeah.
we did good. Now I'm sure we'll get.
We
the
get a
award
medal.
for that. We will get a medal for that.
By medal,
What is
I
it?
mean more work.
Yeah, I haven't really been actually found out. But what is the significance of the medals? Are they just tokens? Are they rewards?
Basically
trophies?
achievements.
Yeah. And by the way, we now have a sexy phone booth,
Yeah.
photo booth.
Also, watch out. There will be nudity in this game because we forgot to turn it off. We can still turn it off if you want.
That's fine. No one's gonna be watching this. It's all right. I mean, we've all seen willies before, haven't we?
Yeah, but what about the breasticles?
Everyone's seen them before.
Yes.
Everyone
Yes.
has seen them before. Oh, this isn't the first one you have to look at.
Collections must be searched. She's Collection.
Ah, thank you for noticing. I presume we can just do that with that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You've been
Get
selected
your
for an air quotes random search.
In massive air quotes. It's like, you ever noticed that all the collections are getting searched lately? Nah, must be coincidence. But there you go.
Man, she's doing well in her old age.
Yeah, she is one. She
Fucking lifts.
hashtag Jim Granny. Damn, push it to the limit. Sorry for breaking you there with Jim Granny.
Just
You go to a gym once, you know.
yes, I
There
have
has to be
been known.
there has to be one 60-year-old biddy that's there, doing pumping iron.
Usually, you just find him just like floating in the pool,
Close enough.
face down.
I also realised I just never used my save spray yet, which is redundant.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Now I want to say again, like going back to the moral standpoint and like the like the team mechanic. Again, it's just really nice design that you don't have any other information to go on.
Yeah.
That like I think we sort of got interrupted when I was making this point when we were dealing with the married couple, where if you flip like the narrative to the other side again, like assuming this is a second point perspective game by accident or if not design, that you can almost see the movie where you're the wife of this person, and it's
Yeah.
like so this classic like Spielberg-esque drama film, like Lincoln or something like that, where the guy has spent like days trying to get his passport and like the funds for his passport and everything, trying to get out of this corrupt city or trying to escape some gang warfare that's happening in his local district, and his wife can't get in, and he's just like, no, it'll be okay. And they come in and it's a booth and you saw this pan to like just like faceless office clerk, and then what happens next? That's when the music rises, the sweat comes in, like you have that extreme crash zoom.
Well, yeah, like if you kind of put your own,
That is unfortunate.
Sorry about you.
Even with the name Ermina,
That face, the ponytail. Get help.
the name.
At least put some makeup on.
Anyway, you were saying something?
No, it was just like it's you always kind of what would you do in that position? Because if you're like overall with anxiety, any situation like that just kind of sets you off. Just like shit, something. I know I've not done something wrong, but something is going to go wrong.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be for a random search. There's gonna be dogs like sniffing around me. They're gonna find something. The metal detector's gonna go off. So it's kind of
Hans Zimmer starts playing in the background.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. I don't know why. That's Louise Jordan. Does this look like a Louise to you?
Well, at least they got the last name,
What
right?
do you mean you have two different names? Were you born Louise?
Yeah, I mean, like again, gender reassignment thing wasn't allowed back in like America in the 80s, let alone in Russia.
I think I just again. I have to do this again. You see, it doesn't have.
No, you want to check known aliases and then the missing thing.
Here we go. Yeah, that's right. Again, you have to say the right discrepancy, especially when they find two, or even sometimes I think I got 3 discrepancies once. That was really kind of hard because you think like if you're again speedrunning, you feel like you find discrepancy, you get the right thing, then you just say like acceptance straight away. But then the second discrepancy really kind of kicks you in the arse. But,
yeah, but just going back to the point, I was like,
yeah,
it's amazing. Just like again, it just puts you in the shoes of the office clerk to someone else's movie.
Yeah,
and that's how I like viewing this game. It's like I'm like the either the NPC or so like the extra to like, but I looked at about 60 people's different movies.
Yeah, like you're. Sorry, there you go. That's the thing. Like you are just like you are the NPC in a way.
Yeah.
Is exactly what you said. Like all these people will have their own like lives, own stories, and you just see a teeny bit about them, or like this guy, really teeny bit about them.
Jesus.
Look what we have here.
Someone's.
I knew I recognized that guy's name because he's like the one guy that comes up for contraband. Like he's your first contraband guy, and then you know what to find.
Oh yeah, because he tries to bribe you, doesn't he?
Yes.
It must
If
be
you
well
click
for
just
me.
detain straight away,
Dog.
like. Yeah, here we are.
Issue of the photo.
Yeah. There we go. Again, it's just introducing all these new things now of like old pictures and contraband and taking new pictures and all this malarkey.
And it gets worse.
Yeah, it all gets worse.
They're saying.
Yeah, so.
But I will also want to say I would live in Wozenfield district. I mean, that just sounds like such a charming name, Wozenfield, or Wozenfield.
It sounds like a German soccer team, to be honest. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to see Wozenfield at the Westfall, and yeah, it's lovely, beautiful. He scored 3-0.
I know, it sounds more British to me. Maybe colonial British. Maybe like there's a Wovenville.
Wolvenville would be, because it's similar to Wolverhampton, yeah.
Yeah. But there's a Wozenfield, and so like, I don't know, it's like post-British India or something like that.
It's right there beside Jarrow, yes. Lovely place.
Jaipur.
True Glorian, just making sure. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that, do you?
One of my favourite...
Oh, there we go. Password number.
Yeah. I will say, like, the reason why I always remember True Glory in it is you could always see, True Glory to the Republic, so True Glory in Republia.
Yeah. Again, the only one that keeps throwing me off is Boss Stan.
Stan.
Yeah. Because I think, like, United Fed for that.
Oh,
I'm thinking America, so it's like, oh, Boston, United Fed. So it's like, you assholes. Straight away. Expired. You're getting a lot of wrong ones so far.
Again, when it, like, especially in the game, when you start allowing for people to come in, that's when you feel like you fucked up. It's like,
Yeah.
why? What was wrong with you?
It is especially like, no, do you know what it is? It's almost like the multiple choice contradiction. It's like, oh look, the answer's been C for the last 4 questions. I must have got one of them wrong.
Yeah.
It cannot be C 4 times in a row.
Or if you do come across C4, like, you should run.
Yeah. That is also a good thing, but I don't see why it's coming up on my multiple choice questions in the exams. I know I had a hard, like, childhood in public school, but they weren't that bad. Anywho, oh yes, look, they can write letters. They're complaining, so I'm not going to do that anymore. Apparently we have to be nice to our neighbours, which is bullshit. Anywho, what have we got now? A diplomat will arrive. So now we have to check for diplomatic authorization.
Yeah. So all they need is their own specific document as well as their passport.
That's right. So, and the great thing is now you actually you can check these documents and say what they should look like.
Yeah.
So they will always catch you with something like you have to have the right seal or you have to have the right authorization to the country. You have to have authorization to get into our spots.
Yeah.
So you can see a whole lot of countries and say, oh yeah, they're there, so just like authorized. But sometimes that's not the case. And it's actually the same for the work passes and documents. You have to make sure.
And when they
the
start
seals are there.
forging those seals, like, shit
That
can get
is
real.
fucking annoying, yeah. Because like it never happens for like a day or 2, and then suddenly some guy just turns up and looks really close.
Quick tip: you can hit the ribbon at the top left of the book to bring you back to the table of contents.
Oh, okay, that's new for me.
That's really.
Yeah. Never noticed that.
That's whenever I have to check cities, I flick over to the map, check go to the country itself, and when I call the next person, while I'm walking across, hit the ribbon, go back to the rules.
Ah, very good, very good, very good. I never copped that before. So, considering the first time I played this would have been on a laptop, on a mouse pad, and not using those little shortcuts, I must have like by brute force learned how to be good at this game. Let's see, we got now. That was our first diplomat, which is successful. So, transit.
Diplomatic.
2 days.
Incorrect names.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you. Paula Williams. That's a bit Western for this kind of business.
Almost around. No, I never went down. Maybe Austria or something like that. Considering it has like the eagle. Or
Yeah.
aliases. No.
It is matching.
Yeah, but you have to check the aliases.
That's right. No aliens. When I'm doing that, I keep clicking the names. Like, no, the name is wrong, but yeah. So.
I don't know what to say. Well, you look like a teacher, so learn more.
Yeah. Yes. Well, maybe you want to talk to the blue people with feather dusters.
Ah, Georgie.
Ah, look, it is you.
I mean, how could he even fucking
hell.
get that?
Oh, it's just not even. Fucking, come on! He has an entry ticket.
Against permits.
Unless it's that. There we go. Guys sold me ticket.
So it's good.
Do not.
See, again, he's just completely incorrigible. It's just like,
Yeah.
well, I also got arrested again. I'll be back tomorrow.
Take it easy. Black Welder. That's a powerful name.
I'm pretty sure he's either a porn star and that's a stage name, or he had legally changed.
That's a pro wrestler's name, I think. The Black Welder.
I guess. I still think it's more of a porn name for like a black man.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would click actually. That would work. Which
Joshua Black Welder in Backdoor Entry 3.
Bow chicka bow bow.
So yeah, if you pull that, so when that person's walking, pull the rulebook down, hit the ribbon.
Jolly good.
Basically.
Oh, who's
Now
this fellow?
now we deal with the rebellion subplot.
Right.
So we should be looking out for corporate tracks.
Yes, and we shall make a choice when we come to that certain bridge. This woman is very pale. There we go. She's got a job here, half a year. Looks good. Grantova, Yurko City. I believe that's in culture.
Kolechia, yeah.
Yeah, I keep calling it culture. Sorry.
I don't know. Like the pronunciation is obviously like non-standard.
Yeah, it's down to your own own interpretation.
Apparently, like when they were translating this to Russian, like all the country names had to be altered.
Really?
Yeah.
Why was that?
It's just the way so like how the grammar works in Russian, like how like proper nouns for like cities work. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
Although apparently there was a bit of a thing, when Pope was again this translated for like for the various languages, he obviously went professional. He went to professional translators.
Yeah.
And so Arstotzka became Arstotzia.
For just like foreign countries, or
No, Arstotzka became Arstotzia.
oh, that's interesting.
Because apparently Arstotzka basically doesn't gel with how Russian people name shit.
That makes sense considering we're going by Western things.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But apparently, like when Russian fans got it, they were like, "No, just change it back." Like it means nothing anyway.
Yeah, it's a
And
misnomer,
Arstotzka, even in like with Russian pronunciation, still sounds like big, threatening, oppressive, which this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Arstotzka has a punch in the middle.
It's powerful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arstots. Yeah. It's takes better.
So Pope just defaulted on like Arstotzka, even though it doesn't sound great, just because that's what the fans wanted, and he wanted like something that had more thematic flavor than verisimilitude.
Well, it's that kind of thing. Like, do you just go for like appropriate pronunciation, or you just go for the name? Like the names are designed for Western cultures. I'm sure most Russians don't really are bothered with that. Maybe, I don't know.
Not really.
Anyway,
but of course,
now, here's our Corman Drex fellow lady.
Yeah, she gets in.
She does get in. Now we handed this.
Basically, yes.
Now, if you're going to be part of the rebellion, that's the thing. Do we go for rebellion, or should we?
How about we do this for a subsequent playthrough and just play it properly for now?
All right, let's do that. So we won't say anything. We shall be a good little Arstotzkan boy.
But
so that was basically like our first invitation. Do you want to be part of the
as a star?
Yeah. Now what have we got? Benjamin Bell.
But yeah, like Pope when he was translating this to Russian was very, very, very walking on eggshells just again because he really
you never know you don't know how people are going to be respond to it
and there's no point in pissing off half your fan base from the outset
especially in a locale which is somewhat inspires the setting.
Yeah,
you want to say it's not all bad, or it's not meant to be a full negative.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get over something that's not you anymore. Like you've improved since then, is the best way to say it. A few weeks, 1 month. Plan to work, you say?
Out of date.
No work permits.
Oh yes.
I'm a stickler for my paper. You need to have the right stuff.
But save the trees, Jonathan.
Fuck the trees. Look at where we are. Do you think we care about the environment in this place?
Well, we're on a street in the city. There's a difference.
There is no such things. There is no such thing as trees in Arstotzka. Not since the last purge. First was the clowns, then it was the jugglers, then we got rid of all those goddamn trees.
That's like that shitty Lorax movie.
We got rid of him as well. Oh, he was first to go. Oh yeah.
Let it die.
Tough shit.
Fuck that movie.
You're not talking any more vegetation. And there we go. That was a 13 again. So regular, just consistent in that. Oh, tab, yeah, we'll take that. So, not bad. We're still surviving a little bit.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Now, here we go. Missing Rose was in bed. Again, this is all interested in tidbits that will neither count you will encounter or count as you. Now, you're out of position, sir. What are you doing? Get back over there.
Oh, this is the guy who basically tells you, detain everyone. This is kind of one of the points where I want to say the game fails, actually.
Oh, really? Carry on. Well, first of all, let's get this guy to talk first. This is plot.
I love that. It's like, I have no idea how to interact with you, so you must be the spy.
I love it. It's just like, hello, you just spy? No. Sorry, you're the first person I asked today. This is Callan's, I think the pronunciation is.
Yep.
Callan's perhaps. He's apparently going to give us a financial gain for detainment, which is a bit unethical, but I suppose we have to look after our own.
Yeah, well, I would say it's unethical. It's unnecessary on his behalf, but he's just trying to be a good neighbor, as it were.
I guess so. Right, I'm sure he's going to uphold throughout the rest of this game. You know, he is going to give us the money when we need it. So, just before we start, is there anything new?
Oh, that's just like a gaslighting the spy thing.
Yes.
That actually sort of gaslighting. This is something completely different.
Yes.
But yeah, how does this fail? So it basically says that there is an incentive for detaining people now.
Mm-hmm.
Now the whole point of the game is that whenever you have whenever you say you're missing this thing, like sometimes they say like, you know, oh, I'm hoping to see my son, or can you just let me slide? Unless you have a vested interest in this individual, or they give you a reason to sound convincing, to be convinced, that you're not going to let him through. You're just going to deny him.
Yeah.
And the same with forgeries. Unless there is a serious reason like that will allow you to bend your civic morals for your ethical morals, then why would you like stick your neck out for them?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, if the question is, do I detain this person for forging a document that, you know, that's a legal document, and we've seen that letting anyone through can be a problem because there is certainly a level of terrorism going about.
Yes. Or some sort of level of fraud anyway, but doesn't warrant being detained.
Why would I only reject them as opposed to detaining them?
Yes. That's... Here we go. Let's hold on to these. Who are you? I've been followed by an imposter. What if you are the imposter? Shitebag. Okay, so this is the fake one.
The way I always have it is I have the fake one on the left behind the button, and then I have the real one where actually like slide down as little.
Oh, like just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you mean. We have a mute all this time, Matty.
Oof.
That was unfortunate.
Well.
Yeah. Now, this is the one we're going to give him, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it was. Sorry about that, folks. We forgot to unmute the microphone.
We had a brief intermission. There were snacks that were had. There was a lobby.
Something with a heroin joke. Something like that. I fucking know.
That's a hot dog.
To be honest, it doesn't really matter. You're just here to hear our beautiful dulcet voices, isn't that right, Matty?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yes. Hang on. My coordination is gone now since we had that intermission. There we go. Right. That's that. False information.
Yurko Kitty. My next cat is going to be called Yurko.
Kidda. Tag in there for a moment. I realise my headphones are over here, so we can actually hear what's happening. There we go. Sorry about that.
We are professionals.
We
fucking aren't.
No, we're not. We are utter shambles. Hey, Corman Drex. Did we meet you yesterday?
Yeah, it's a different Corman Drex.
Right. So, right. Are we just going to meet more Corman Drexes until we give them...
Sure.
Let's see how far this goes.
Let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
How many Cormans is there? How many Corman Drexes could a Corman Drex if a Drex with Corman Drex?
I was going to go a different route. It's like... It's like, how many Drexes does it take to Corman?
Ah, that's true. Do you have to give it to her?
Apparently.
Damn it. No, do we really have to?
I just throw it back at her.
Yes. Oh, go away.
Cypher.
Yeah. Somehow I remember the names as well, just like they're just in there. But so yeah, this is again, this is part of the whole subplot of this game is that there is an underground movement of sorts, and it's threatening to destroy everything that we know and love. Ish. I wouldn't say we love.
Well, threatening to destroy, certainly.
Yeah, or upheaval.
Yes.
The peasants are revolting and all that. Except that the peasant is apparently.
Well, again, it goes back to our concept of the second person perspective. Are we in a police procedural where we are trying to stop these individuals from being insubordinate and acting in a way that's insidious to the nation?
Right.
Or are we part of this dystopian rebellion film where we are, well, for a recent example, are we the divergent who are actually hoping to crumble the corrupt and useless society to build a better one?
Yeah, pretty. Just what he said. That's the best I can say. I would just basically say you're either democracy or anarchy. That's the best way I could.
Well, actually, no. The Essex Star is about democracy. They just don't like who's in charge now.
True. Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna go through their whole storyline where they ultimately win, but they just set up new Arstotzka.
Yeah, I don't think they. Yeah, they do, but I think somehow I get the feeling we'd be the fall guy for that. So it won't really work out. You're passing through. You're passing through. Then why do you have a work permit, woman? Explain that.
No, you have to.
Or maybe not.
Check. No, you have to check with the actual entry permit.
Yes. Quite right. Pass through. That's a good thing we have time now to do this. Now everyone's leaving. We can just take this time. That's probably the discrepancy. So this looks all right. Again, it always kind of screws you over. There's a hidden one there, but I don't think so. So I think we can call that clear. Right, off you pop.
Just to make you feel better.
Yeah, more or less. Just come back tomorrow. Oh wait, you're all gone. Never mind. Anyway, is that it there?
Yay!
I think we broke it. And yeah, we really did break it. All right.
Well, I say that's a cut.
That's a cut. We'll mute there. Right. Well, back to normal now.
So intermission, crash, next meteor.
Yeah. I wonder what other act of God is going to happen. Because that was a thing. So we had to replay through day 9. Didn't make any difference really. We're back to where we were. Yeah. Don't worry about it. We're just going to pretend that never happened. And all that wonderful conversation we had about lemmings, that's just gone now.
Man, and remember how we were ruminating on the importance of Baroque waltz on the music landscape?
I'll be honest, that was probably our best conversation.
And we found out the final digit of pi.
We did, didn't we? That was a hell of a day.
Yeah.
It was a hell of an hour. It's all gone now.
Hello.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Anywho, yeah. Nah, fuck it. Pi does who cares about pi nowadays?
Pi Day was yesterday.
Yeah,
anyway.
man. Yeah, it's all about epsilon now, man. That's what the kids are into.
Or what Tau Day, I think, was the countercultural thing.
I'm
not kidding. That was a thing. They're trying to turn pi into Tau, and therefore start celebrating Tau Day.
Tau now, brown cow. Anywho,
I'll kill you.
That was a natural response to that pun. Anywho, more continuity, more things happening in the world. As you can see, culture fell of the waterfell.
Yes.
If you pardon the pun.
So basically, the principle here is that we gave them the false documents, which then showed all the top brass of Galicia. Please note that there are still simmering hostilities between these two nations. That our government has now killed a significant part of their government. And we can at least presume the ones who weren't for the ceasefire between the two nations. Yeah, so that one worked out well. Of course, we still have the conspiracy. If you want to be part of that, it's on our desk. Star. Speaking of which, you can give it to this guy, and that's an instant game over. Yeah, that is a definite no-no. Although if you want to do a 100% run and get all 20 endings, I don't think we're going to do that. That's not an exaggeration. There are 20 friggin' endings. Yeah.
I was impressed with that. Just like so many perfect.
Well, some
mentions.
of them there's like iterative, like one like you eventually get to take out like someone for the Ezek Star with a rifle, or you can just crank him with your usual rifle, and those are two separate endings.
Yeah, I got that as well. Just like shit, what do I do next? That was our superior, by the way. He awarded us he gave us a plaque and demanded that we put it on the wall.
Pro tip: keep the plaque on the right side of the wall.
Oh,
so you
the
can
height
see the
thing.
numbers.
Yes, thank you. That was a very useful pro tip.
I play this game way too fucking much.
I like this game as well. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's been a while as well. Anywho, I think that was all right. It was. And he's a very despondent looking fellow.
He is half potato. I don't care what the fuck you say.
He looks like a crushed down Leonard Nimoy. You know, like Leonard Nimoy just threw like a few washes. That's
So
it.
like a little party Nimoy.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Never look that up.
Don't, kids, don't.
Just.
Anywho, this looks okay. I think. What does the transcript say? Transit, couple of days. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Unless you see anything last minute, too late. But yes, I'm in now. On the first playthrough, were you with or against the conspiracy?
I worked against him the first time just to see what's going on.
Mm.
And then like the second time I decided to run with him.
Yeah, I went contra. I went for the conspiracy first because I like.
You insidious prick! Our great leaders have worked to make this nation great, and you like go against them in every turn.
You know what? I really wouldn't think that they care that much about me, really. But I suppose I do kind of wedge myself into the whole.
I will explode like wild tiger.
And then that
A
happens.
tiger does not joke. Where does it live? I want that on a fucking t-shirt. Tiger does not joke.
A tiger also doesn't like the butt of the rifle at the side of the head. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. I love that. I was like, yeah, that guy was legitimately just crazy. There we go. You stay only 2 weeks. That's right. You're visiting friends. No, you're not. You're transiting. Explain yourself.
You have no friends.
Yeah. I say you did make a mistake. Martinez is not even a real first name. Get out of my sight. Next. Sorry, I'm kind of role playing this here to help out with the experience.
You also fucked up.
Yeah.
She
I did,
rectified her
yeah.
mistakes.
Sorry. Fucking.
I was wondering what the fuck you were doing there.
Sorry, I just got angry at her. Just
Got a bit too zealous.
I got angry at the name Martinez. I was like, just get a proper name. The years have been cruel. I don't say they've been cruel. You lost weight.
You lost weight. You grew a mustache.
Yeah. Sounds like a good move for me.
She's got a haircut by the look of it.
Yeah. So they look like matching data.
Yep.
So I guess the years have been cruel-ish. I don't say it'd have been cruel if you like lost half your body weight.
Look, to be fair, as someone who goes to a gym, like those days can be fucking grueling.
Yeah, I'd say so. I, for one, don't care about how I look. Oh, look, it's the hooded man again.
Our agents are ready.
Starting tomorrow. Yeah, that's nice.
That's key.
That's cute. Next. I really wish he'd stop interrupting our lunch hour as well. It's like, I have a sandwich. Will you leave me alone?
Look, I work in IT. Trust me, that's not something that ever
You
happens.
don't have a lunch break. Let's be delicate about this.
My boss once actually had to tell me, Matt, you're too nice. Just tell them to screw off every now and again. You've got food in your face.
Yeah, it's good in a minute. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Besides switching it off and on again. Yeah. I don't know why I made you British when you're eating. That was meant to happen. There we go.
Usually I go Armenian.
There we go. Now, and again, another thing about the thing that trips you up is the change of month. I think I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, that won't trip me up a lot because you're looking at November. Hang on a second. But sometimes you don't notice it the first or second time around, and it's really annoying. Another thing as well, I just kind of thought of this was the several times we kind of let people in that eventually exploded. What would because you had no reason to like you had no reason to like reject them. you've kind of saved everyone, but only for being psychic and playing the game too much.
Yeah.
But
Well, hey, there was actually a bit more to it than that. So if you can see the top right of the blue screen, you actually have like the shutter switch.
yes,
Now, every now and again, when you detain people, you just see the shutter class on the cord, and you can raise it yourself, or it just raises itself as well.
as you can see there.
That was actually a vestigial part of a whoops.
Oh, invalid
Last
weight.
one.
Yeah, that's happening now. Invalid weight. Sorry about that. You were saying.
But that's a vestigial point because like before, when like during the early run of the game, like you would have people like point guns at you or show you that they're strapped to a bomb. And so the whole point was like you're supposed to rapidly before they attack you, pull down the shutter and then like and then call these guys to attack you. Now it just happens automatically because it was a bit too much to program. Also, it took away some of the sublimity of the game. Sublimity.
The subtlety.
I guess that's another way to put it.
Sublimity. Yeah, subtlety. I think we'll go for.
It made the game design less than sublime.
Yes,
I don't want that to rhyme.
but I think you just did.
I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
Yes. Detained. Let's get money. But no, I agree with you in that sense. It's it would have made it seem more action packed.
Yeah.
When, as you said, you're meant to be a passive personality, really. Even though you do have a lot of power, a lot more power than you should expect.
Yeah.
Antegria. Yeah, that's good.
You are the bouncer in this great club we call life.
Indeed, you are the bouncer. And that'll be actually the spiritual success of this game, where you're a bouncer of a hot club in Arstotzka.
Well,
The
you
pink
can always
voice.
go back to that really terrible Square Enix RPG.
Which that
The Bouncer.
That was the thing.
I was like, I think that was their second venture to PS2 after Final Fantasy X.
I was kidding, but all right, yeah, I'll take that. I will believe you. Like
I never played it myself, but apparently it was a pile of shit.
yeah. But at the same token, like, if you were to say that the worst thing about this game is like its elevator pitch, it's like, I'm gonna make a document inspection game out.
Yeah, like, this is something that can only sell like sell in the indie market because like Luke's Paul before he went to indie development actually worked at Naughty Dog. He was one of the main developers on the designers and developers on the Nathan Drake games.
Really?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
And so like imagine trying to sell this to like
you're suddenly changing from like action packed bollocks we destroy everything to let's sit down and read some documents.
And then you can go for implicit racial profiling to actual racial profiling.
Exactly. But this time it's fine because it's our job.
Yes.
Alright?
Except for like last time it was like basically what manifests destiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anywho, so we have a break-in and MOA, compromise our document sealing place. So now this is where
this is where shit gets annoying.
Oh god, yes. This is where the
seals
come into it.
Apparently another piece of like
by the way, those are two agents.
Stephen Greer.
Yeah. And I think the other one is...
You go for the spots on the upper right.
That's quite right. So it's down there. Yeah.
Mikhail Saratov.
Saratov. Yeah, it's the same two people every time, but as we said, we're going to be doing this one where we're a good little Christian boy.
Well, atheist. This is a communist nation.
Orthodox, sorry.
No. Orthodox, I think, came in after the fall.
Yeah, must be.
Because, like, remember, communist countries by rule are atheists.
Yes. Now, here's an example of entry permit. No seal. So...
No order either.
Detain, yeah. Just easier. See, even by default, you're going to say denied, but as you said, there's a monetary gain now to detaining people.
But again, like, there is no incentive to just denying people. I think it's one of those tricks. Oh, here we go.
Hey, look who it is.
This is the one time he gets through.
Wonderful. But it doesn't state what his reason for.
It doesn't matter. He gets through.
Well, I'll just make sure. He doesn't have a reason for being, but I don't think it matters really. I really want this guy to leave. Is the thing. No, right. We'll let him in then.
And you get the Elmstrand token.
Yeah. You finally got to put up with him.
Obristan, sorry.
Yes.
Stott's got the best.
Yay! We won't be seeing him again. That's the end of that one, right?
Nope.
No, he still comes in for shits and giggles, but we'll find out why.
He's like, apart from like Sergio, who you'll see later in the game.
Yes.
He's the closest thing you have to a best friend.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like by some kind of like weird cosmic balance, he is your best friend.
The office party's getting a bit interesting with him around though.
Jeez, imagine the Christmas party.
Jesus.
It's like, hey, Georgie. Oh no, it's not him again. He takes shits in the fountain.
It's like, god damn, he spikes a punch one more time with fruit juice.
Yeah, again. Here's the guy I can never remember his name. Kostage, I think it is.
It's Kalinsk.
Kalinsk, thank you. See, I keep confusing him with the character you mentioned, Sergei. And has not given us enough money. And is delaying us. Look at the delaying.
Like, that's another thing I don't like about this, like, this game. Although this is like a personal thing, is that your player avatar is an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, here's money that I did need to give you from my own paycheck. Not as much as you promised me, mate. It's like, what? I like that guy. Kalinsk would be right up his eye. Just like, fuck it, fine, I'll keep it.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't have to give you money or give you the incentive at all. But then again, isn't that like, that's the point though? Like your player avatar is like endemic of the society.
Yeah,
like, they're all assholes in a way. They're all just like gruff, unpleasant, and just beaten down by the system so much. And just like, there's no need for manners. There's no need for anything. Just they don't care about you, and I don't care about you. This is just a job to me. And like, why? And at the same token, he's right in a way. He got this in a lottery. He probably wanted to be a doctor or something. But no, he got this instead.
Well, apparently, like you learn from.
The order.
The order knows. Yeah, that's.
That was Saratov, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I think we encounter Stephanie the next day.
I think it's 2 days away actually.
You could be right. Either way, this guy's not getting in. Just like straight denied. I don't even want to hear what you say. Even and the great thing is, the faster you do it, the more abrupt your player avatar is.
Yeah.
You know, just like, you don't have this. It's like, but straight away, it's like, just,
nope.
There's even like, if you do this so fast, you just don't give these people a chance. So here we go. How hard Infigar? That rhymes.
It reminds me of that weird like personality turned songwriter who was okay best Halbar superstar.
That is a hell of a name.
I want to say back in 2004 he was the thing.
Really?
He looked like Ron Jeremy.
Well, who doesn't nowadays? Oh, Hooded Man. He's a very light Hooded Man, actually.
I think the implicit is that they're all different people.
I'll check his weight the next time if he's 49 kilos or not. Or maybe he's carrying a lot of guns.
Probably.
Natik Chosky, you're moving here, alright. Same resting bitch face that we've come to expect.
It's like that fucking like straight line emoji.
Yeah. Even though, well, we're gonna find out shortly who she is or he is. Although that face, like, it's hard to say. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that answers
Oh,
it.
the feathered hair gives it away. It's Steve Irwin.
Jesus, he's the years have not treated him well, has it?
Well, Stingray got at him.
Yeah, I noticed that from the wound in his chest on the photograph, yeah. Crikey bollocks. How was Australia taking it at Steve Irwin? I imagine they're just missed like a national hero.
Look, I haven't been back since 2006 and he was still kicking back then.
Yeah. Although I imagine, like, is this finally great? Another national stereotype is gone. We can actually get on with our lives.
Now what we need to do is get rid of this Jason Donovan and forget he ever existed. Oh, Peter Andre.
And Neighbours.
Fuck Peter Andre.
Just cancel Neighbours.
I know too many people who'd be upset by that that going.
You know, culturally, that's all like most Europeans know about is your soaps. It's about it.
No, to be fair, the only thing most Americans know about England is like the panel shows.
That.
And Top Gear.
And Top Gear mostly, yeah, I'd say. And of course, they know about us from just generally being just drunk. So, yeah, that works just as well. You know, something about this is throwing me off. No? Ah! Wait. I caught it this time. Alright, love. You know what to do.
Do 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 do
Do
do.
do 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 do.
Holy shit! She came prepared.
She is packing heat. Quite literally, she's packing
She's
heat.
packing heat that can go off in in 3,000 meters per second.
It's not going to end well with her, or nor the soldiers if she's just going to give her a pat on the back. Hey, good job.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, I know.
So you can keep these gifts if you let the second one through.
Yes.
But if not, you get audited and then arrested for having illegal funds.
Yes. Although to be fair, like for not being like classist or anything, but if you have a Class A department and suddenly just have £1,000, like it's gonna be suspicious.
Yeah.
You know. Anywho, so day 11, and we're still doing pretty well Clover wise. So the bribe helped out, I guess. Anywho, and looks like an ordinary day.
I love this. The history of Stotska in pictures and words.
Mostly
words.
Love it. Just like there is no such thing as photography in our Stotska.
Also, a nice little cute design is because this is the truth about Stotska. Everyone can get it because it is of no charge, as you can see in the top right.
Well, I would say that I've maybe call me being reading too much into this, but the truth of our Stotska, given the year and no charge, Ministry of Truth possibly.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just it's these fine little details.
Yeah.
With minimalist society, because I'm a big fan of utilizing everything that can be best utilized.
Oh,
not to say
person. He's an inspector. He's a blue-faced inspector.
Oh yeah, this is now he's asking about the order of the Essex Star.
Yes.
This is another way you can fuck up by giving him the Essex cipher.
He's going to give us a little sketch. Oh yeah, it's the sun. Wait a minute, we don't get the sun in our Stotska. There's no such thing.
Page 3 would be miserable.
Yeah.
Then again, page 3 by itself is pretty miserable.
It's a bit tragic, isn't it?
It's like, it's one of those weird artifacts of England. It's like, we're a modern country and we are one of the centres of commerce and economy in the world.
Anywho, get your tits out. Anywho.
And it was one of the things that really pissed me off is that, there's a big campaign to get rid of it because it's a bit, regressive and all that, right?
Fucking sure it is, yeah.
And so, for a while they could capitulate, then you had, counter arguments going, oh, you capitulated to them being, the some form, nebulous complainer type. And then, about a month later, they brought it back and basically wrote an article below it saying, fuck you. Yeah. I was like, what the hell, guys? Come on.
Yeah, it's just, you're idiots. But that's not the point, really. It's just, how is it a thing?
I can get it, still, fair enough. I get it was a thing back, the 70s when that started?
Probably, yeah.
But it's, it's been 40 years, guys.
Yeah, guys, you know what the internet is, right? You don't need to get that in print.
Oh, yeah, there's even the internet just as a counter argument.
Yeah.
And
entry permit. Shit. Who's this guy? Metov. Okay. He looks alright. I think. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yep, that's good. Right, off you pop.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. This guy is an automatic end.
Yeah, he is the engineer. I thought I recognized his face. So he's our engineer, and if we recognise someone with an engineer, we give them a card and we get money.
Yeah.
Which is a good incentive, I think.
And only engineers you see for like the next 4, not 5. It's like
We're gonna be
1, 2, 3 get it or an automatic in, 4 is an out, and 5 is an in.
Yeah, there's like one that's just an outlier.
Yeah.
And it's obviously in the middle, so you're expecting, oh yeah, he's in. You know, if you're trying to like play the game as such.
Yeah.
But Diplomatic Seal, Antegria, same. Looks good.
Yeah.
That would throw me off in 1983. So I'm happy with that.
It wasn't. Oh yeah, like just I really like designing anything where like everything is in aid of what it's trying to portray. Not to say that I'm not a fan of ancillary shit. Like, you know, I'm a big fan of Edgar Wright like everyone else.
Yes.
But at the same time, like, just using what you have in the most full way possible.
Yeah.
And Papers, Please, again, is one of those games that really sell that. Everything here has a function. Even if it is vestigial, even if it is, like, you know, narrative building, it still helps bring across the idea that it's trying to put forward. And there's very few games these days that can really do this thing.
Yeah, it's like as if it's like the best way to say is nothing is wasted.
Exactly.
Everything has a purpose. Everything is leading to, or it's designed for something, or it means something to somebody.
Yeah, it's not even that it's wasted. That it's like purposely constructed with these limitations in mind and works within these parameters.
Much like how you are in your player avatar. You're working within your means.
Exactly. I mean, like there's very few, at least in major games that really do this, because a lot of it's necessarily bullshit. Like,
yeah.
Imagine, like, think of like a modern, like, major game, like a AAA game that has only everything that you need. Well, although I will say GTA is an extension because it sets up that precedent. It has done so since like the 90s.
It's the one outlier.
Yeah,
because they do actually. It's always that kind of thing, isn't that what they say? Is that the old phrase is that a horse by committee is a camel?
I've never heard that. What the fuck?
Have you not heard that phrase?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. Basically, say it's almost like a equivalent of like too many cooks spoiling the broth.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's like one of the things. Like, you know, like indie games have like a.
I think probably because we're a bit more lenient to indie games. Like you look at it and just say, "Wow, this game was made by one guy.
Yeah.
This is a hell of an achievement."
It's not even that. It's like it's that indie games, because they have such, like, you know, austere design, budgets, times, and such like that, that they need to be clever with like what they have. I mean, one of my favorite examples is the Zoe Quinn game Depression Quest, which is a text-based adventure game.
Yes.
But what happens is, because like it's all about depression, and depression leads you to certain aspects where like you can see what you should do, but your psychological disorder prevents you from doing so because you don't feel worthy. That in the game you can see what's the best option for you, whatever that player in the game does.
We have a suicide bomber again.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that was a pity.
Yeah, but just going back to my point, that because you can see the option, like, yes, I shall do this with my friends, but you can't select that because you're in such a withdrawn state. And it's really cool. Like, there's tons of like indie games, like Portal's another good example.
Yeah.
That like, it doesn't have any ancillary. In fact, 90% of that game is tutorial. You don't notice it. No.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
And that was probably one of the problems with Portal 2, is that
it actually felt like a game. It had a narrative.
Yeah, I mean, like there were elements I liked to it, but I think the introduction of world to Portal was much of its detriment.
Well, they kind of had to, though, if you're gonna make a sequel. Like you can't just like make something.
But there is the crucial question: did Portal require a sequel?
Peer pressure. People demanded it.
Yep.
Okay, so what have we got next now? So we had another bomber, which was mildly unpleasant, to say the least. So now another thing we have to check now
is their supplementary card.
Yes, which means there are a grand total of 4 documents we need to check if they're working.
Yeah.
This is going to get fun.
Yeah, this is when like you start really getting hit by citations.
Yeah, fun with a big fucking capital F.
You.
I'd better not, thanks. What have we got? You will be 60 days. So 60 days. This is the part where you actually start developing your system
Yeah.
for doing this. So let's see. Hair, yes. Thumb, fingerprint. This is obviously like your bog standard. This is the correct one. So give everything to him. He looks like he has glasses drawn on his face again. Next.
So that episode of The Simpsons when like Lisa and Homer are in the lab.
Yeah.
They draw it on like with shoe polish.
It's the best. It's safer. Now, does he require ID supplement? I wonder.
No.
No. Grand. So carpenter. It looks Colchin, but let's be sure.
Stamps wrong. Seals wrong.
It is very good. It's that hole in the middle. Why would you were so close? Like, why couldn't you just get it right? You had a better chance of getting it right than wrong.
I guess those like points on the printer were going because this is back in the dumb matrix days, so
Yeah.
everything is an individual like ink point.
Hey, it's you again. You gonna give me proper money this time? Close enough. I hope you're charging interest on this backlog of money.
Shut up and take the gift with pride, you asshole.
But we have the financial incentive, you know. We also need to get money. You have a job here.
He is a dentist.
He is a dentist. He has a
With a
mustache.
mustache. Would you ever trust a dentist with a mustache?
Not with that mustache. Anyway, he looks like he's gonna throw like a damsel under a bridge or like under a railway, tie her to a railway.
Well, I was gonna say he looks like with that mustache. He looks like he's gonna save a damsel from a turtle dragon.
I would. Okay, well, if I really had to say, I would say that Dick Dastardly has had a rough few decades.
Now you have fun there. I must visit the pool.
You do that. Anywho, I shall continue on. I have to find this guy. Oh, he does actually have an alias. Thank you. Good lord. It's about time for him to have an alias. What do I need? Oh, yeah. This is where it gets really confusing with like 4 fucking pieces of information. It could be something hiding under your thingy. What we got now? Sorry, getting more of. 12 weeks. Oh dear. Yeah, the first day this is always the worst because you're not used to it. Yeah. Is that quite okay? Yes, it is. I think this is alright, although this. No, that seal doesn't look right. Let me check. Oh, it is. Alright. I'll take your word for it, game. Don't screw me over on this. Yes, just throw him everything back. A mouse is absolutely essential for this. Do not try and play this on a mouse pad or like a laptop. Oh, it's this guy. He gave us a poster even though he doesn't have an ID card. So let's see what we do. I was stolen. We can afford a citation, I think. We did score a winning goal, so we can't blame it. Yes, I know. Missing ID card. Shut up. Yeah. Engineering. Take this. Shut up. Come and catch. He does have a beard. Yeah, mustache. Looks like a beard to me. Damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to split hairs here. It's not working.
Oh.
You're going to tell me.
Well, I think he'd be have a few problems if you tried to split the hairs of his mustache.
And his neck beard. That's why I was actually splitting the hairs.
It might not be a beard though. It might just be a very shadowy chin.
Or he's just after just dipping his face in coal.
Well,
it's hard to say with those opera standings. They're not on the level like. 1983. You're lucky. You are visiting. Marlow.
Hey, bring back the transcript again.
Yeah.
90 days. Sorry, I read that 30. I was like, whoops.
That's the worst thing as well. They count it in days, so you have to kind of click it in your brain. You have to confirm. Yes, those are what days are. 68. That looks right. Short wavy hair. That looks okay, I think. You're getting too many granted now, you see. I'm getting suspicious.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing about it. It's just like...
Again, you always, whenever you let someone in, like, you feel like you fucked up.
Yeah, you're waiting that kind of 2 seconds. Did we just...
Nope. Wrong gender.
Yeah, thank you. You can tell with that beautiful masculine face as well, like... I love it. Well, it was kind of interrupted the conversation. It's like he's having a great philosophical talk about the border being up and says, you're the wrong gender. It's like, that may be true.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
How is he 68 kilos? Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't need to see that again. And you're not even Chinese. Get out.
Like, Jesus Christ, like, he must have no muscle if he's 68 kilos and he has that gut.
I get the feeling he has no skeleton.
Sorry, we should be correct here.
That's quite right, yeah. Sorry. We should be more progressive.
But it's not even progressive, it's empirically true that was a she.
Yeah. Although, this person has expired. I'm not even giving you a chance to argue. You're wrong. Get out. You disgust me. I think I'm getting more misanthropic as I'm playing as this character. I think the bleeding effect is taken.
Wow. Snow crashed.
Yep. Wow, look at that.
Why are they making a movie on Snow Crash now? That should be interesting.
I've never watched it, so I never wasn't privy to it.
The book. It's a classic piece of, like, young age sci-fi. It's decent enough, but it has a few issues.
I'd imagine so. Can't tell by his hair, but is he the right height? Yes, he is.
Yeah, I found out, like, the differences in height are only there if it's significantly different.
Yeah, I again, splitting hairs for that, but I did notice he doesn't have a work pass. Yes, you need one.
Do I need one? Well, that's why it's called a work pass. I would love to be that guy. It's like, no, I just made that up. You're great. Come on in.
Yeah, fuck it. Just didn't have enough time. How tragic. Alright, so that's day 13. So far so good, and we're not part of a conspiracy. This is kind of the lull now of the whole experience. Things will pick up now.
There's a lot more of the background happening now. So
yeah.
As you can see, he earns his reputation and so forth. So now you start looking for criminals, but those rarely ever show up.
I do. I have a kind of just have to keep the paper there.
Yeah.
And then just kind of if I see.
Oh, that's what I always
similar,
do. Like, and then I throw like the rifle keys on top of it.
That's the thing. When we're talking from a gameplay aspect, this is the part of the game where you are expected to have your shit together, and more or less have some sort of system to make things convenient. So you would have these boot upgrades. You would have at least 1 or 2 boot upgrades at least.
Yeah.
If you're playing it well.
Automatic
straight away.
Because it always happens.
Yeah. Straight off. A good moment to start off. Ooh, you don't like our tone? Well, maybe you like to talk to our good friends here in blue.
They're falsettos. I would love that. Come with us.
Please enter. Here is your cart. Comets. Comets? That's a hell of a name.
Oh, it's another fake one.
Yes, it's another. Wait. Can't feel
Oh no! I go back to the little montage theory again though. There's it's really cool sort of connective tissue. It's like what it says in the papers doesn't necessarily match with what we're seeing until like now, and now you can actually really start to see your effect on the world.
Yeah, like this is it's what you do in this border patrol. Like in a way, the significance of it is lost on you.
Yeah.
At the start. But like it's telling the player, but not the avatar.
Well, actually, I'd say it's reverse. The Avatar would see it on their way to work, but we don't. But now, like, we as the audience are seeing more of a connective tissue between what the government are doing and what you are doing, and the importance of what you do.
Yeah, I see it. That's probably a better point. Depends on your point of view as well, how much you're connecting with your character.
Yeah.
You know? I tend to try and keep my like per player avatars separate from me. Probably just like it's just like, oh, I'm playing this character. Here, take that shit up.
Automatically in.
Yeah. Well.
Wait, no, sorry, it's the third one. So.
I'll just make sure. Wes Gretson, Peter Silverquist. I think everything looks alright on that. I believe so. I don't see anything wrong with that because Wes Gretson's in Culture, isn't it?
Cliché, yeah. Again, because like, you know, East Berlin, West Berlin.
Yeah, perfect. I think we can let him in.
So it's the last one that fucks up.
Possibly.
Unless we fucked up.
Well, we'll find out shortly. Again, wait for the 2 seconds. No.
Clear.
We're clear.
I always like, you know, you see the two speed bumps and the sign like on the road there, like that's when
it's actually just there with that like missing little dotted line. That's when the fax comes in.
Yeah, but for me it's always been like when they go past the two speed bumps, that's when you absolutely know you're in the clear.
Yeah, definitely. Ah shit. Sorry. That's me
jumping
the gun. Look away. And that's the Opera Stand logo, I believe. Yes, it is. So we found the discrepancy anyway. She has two names, which is curious for Diplomat, but okay.
Oh, whatever. Maybe she has dual citizenship and one's like, you know, one to one country and one to another.
Yeah, it must be. Is it?
It's like how I know how I'm known in Australia by Jacques.
Yeah. This looks alright. The height is fine, Louis. I think we've come across Black Welder before.
Yeah.
I think it's because we had the game crashed. The names have reused
name.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact, like when he was designing this, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yo.
Damn it. That was my fault. But he gave them 2 passports. Oh. You make small mistake. How do you hand 2 passports over?
It's just like, here you go. Oh shit.
Here you fuck. You're in healthcare? Sorry, just you in healthcare. I'm sorry, just no. Yeah, I bet it's an old picture.
When you're the hair and like the gravity center
and look more like a human and not like a tub of lard.
Same.
Sorry, I'm being very unfair here.
But what was he gonna say? What were we saying before we got hit by that guy?
That's a good question now. I genuinely can't recall.
Fuck.
I'm getting enthralled in this game, you see. It's
yes.
Starting to connect. I'm trying not to get citations as well. Now you're
permit.
Yes. Straight. That was an easy one. She's a little old lady. She probably don't know things. Do you know why? Because she's the second agent of the Order. Stephanie Gara.
Oh.
That's why.
So that means we can accept an bribe of $2,000.
Yeah, that's it. The $2,000. We actually the bribe already came in. And we said no to it. And it's another recycle name.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That when he was like posting like his development log on the forum, like you actually suggest names. You can put your own name into like a hopper that he incorporated to the game.
Oh, that's neat.
Although he did say, for the sake of like, you know, flavor, that you, to quote, Eastern Blockerize your name.
Well, that's a given. Like it'd just be weird to install Western names in this. Oh, what did I miss?
Fuck.
That's me being stupid. City. Right.
But yeah, that's why you get some of the funnier names as well. So I'm guessing that's why Black Welder came about. You do come across some
Blackwell,
puns
yeah.
as well. Like you have to be paying attention to what they actually say.
Yeah.
But I have come across 1 or 2 pun names as well.
Yeah, puns are good. There was one I remember that was great, and I can't recall it now. This looks alright, doesn't it? I'm not gonna get shout to that at me.
I haven't been paying attention. Like I'm trusting your judgment here.
Oh dear. This guy looks like looks unpleasant. Hayden Lambing. 1792. Date is right. Height is right. Weight.
I would actually have
weight is wrong.
I would actually give you a link to that, like a development log, and you can throw it on the video because it is actually a fascinating read if you are into game design.
Yeah, by all means. Let's see. Is he packing heat? Of course he is.
That's a whole lot of TNT.
Maybe I should stop doing that. Like they're gonna get caught.
I also love like, okay, let's assume that they actually start stuck to their skin. How the hell are they going to remove that without screaming in pain?
I don't think they really care by that point. Like the life is secondary to them.
Also, yeah, but also like whenever they hit tip on the back, it's like that's in your reach's blind spot. Like people can like touch there. They can't really actuate anything from behind.
You'll need an assistant to get that off. It's just like, great. Now can you get this thing off me, please? It actually hurts, and I can feel it burning. It's not supposed to burn yet. I can tell it's leaking. Great. So we got you that day, fairly unscathed.
My favorite one.
Yes, that's good. No, you don't have enough for class 7 anyway. So.
Again, if you like forego food and heat for a day,
I would do, but
the thing is, you don't really want to get rid of heat because your son is like one of those like I can't remember the first word. It's like those ones who are by proxy who are always sick because they believe they should be sick.
it's usually dad or the mother-in-law, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like, do you really care what your mother-in-law though?
Well, had comedians from the 80s would say you shouldn't.
Yeah, well, tell my wife, oh, please take her and all that bullshit. It's like, you're so original. So original.
Jerry Seinfeld, you genius.
Yes, but what is the deal with airline peanuts? Like, he keeps asking and he doesn't know.
It's like that guy who always like, is this way to Amarillo? It's like, there's a map. We've got GPS.
I thought we never paid attention to Google Maps thing. GPS. Everyone knows where Amarillo is now. Just shut up.
And then there was the equally unfunny joke of people like tweeting at the guy, "This is Amarillo," when like it's someplace in America.
Yes, it's in Texas.
It's like, and everyone's just like, "Okay, now you told that joke." It's a whole overplay thing. Please stop. Like, oh, that's one of the weird things with the internet. It's like everything snowballs from everything else.
Yeah. That's how viral things happen. You're balding, and you've suddenly grown hair. Right. Who is your doctor, sir? And where can I
It's
get
Wayne
that?
Rooney.
He's changed even more then, if that's the case.
He's also like stuck some hair to his face.
I love now is our Suskin's well known for its stiff breeze, and it just like goes. You'll see a little character come up and it's like one of the black fly away. Hey, there's a mohawk.
With some bullets.
Oh yes, this is the thing that happens. Right, ready for action?
Oh my god, he duct tapes 2 bricks together, the bastard!
What a monster!
I love this. It's like, holy shit. It's not holy shit. This is a plastic explosive bomb that can like destroy all of us and these people in this queue and the 3 people to the right.
Yeah.
No, it's like, oh, this is a piece of shit. Whatever.
Okay, right. Simple mind. Just cut the wires in order. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I love it. It's just like as the most routine, boring, like bomb disposal. And the great thing about it, it's so barefaced.
Yeah.
And it's so subdued.
It's like this just happens. Well, it happens to him anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like we should close it. Like you're gonna say we should close the checkpoint.
No,
Just in case there's any more
nah.
bombs, like someone gets hurt. Nah, fuck it. Like, I need to get paid.
Yeah, no, this happens like literally once a week. That's Dave. He's just got something wrong with him.
Jonathan and that man's critter, yo, bomb or no.
Yeah, but it does speak volumes about how that's a different thingy.
Yes, a thingy.
Sorry, I couldn't get the word out in time.
Seal.
Thank you. But yeah, it speaks volumes of the culture of the place where people just over the bomb. No, he looks at it and goes, that is shit. It is very explosive, but it is shit.
I'm not even sure that it will explode. Like, look at that triggering mechanism.
Oh, this is just poor craftsmanship. Beep, 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 beep. Can you please stop? Just get rid of it. And even your own character was just completely, like, not affected by it whatsoever. He just didn't care. You know, should we evacuate? I mean, I can take my lunch break now if you want. You know, no.
You're really obsessed with those lunch breaks. It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Look, it's union allocated, alright. I am entitled to them and I will take them if it's my last thing I do on earth.
Well, what legitimate? That's the first time we've ever seen that.
Yeah, there you go. And this is zombie Abe Lincoln.
No, this is more like zombie Barry White.
Yeah, that works. He's a very big man all the same. Understand? That's alright. This is where your system really kind of takes some beating. There you go. Oh, it's like yeah. Oh look, he's lost weight. I don't think he's quite happy with us.
I know, it's only 2 kilos. You probably just had really big shit today.
We can just see what. Oh dear, I don't think he likes us.
No.
He's gonna have to go back to the gym. He'll be 45 kilos now when he comes back. Is it?
Just ruined my day.
Really.
What is a What is passport?
How did you get out of the country if you didn't know what a passport is?
Actually, yeah. How did you get out of bed if you don't know what a passport is? I mean, English is one of those languages where all the complex words are actually compound words, so everything breaks down. It's a passport. It allows you pass through ports or portals of entry.
I know, but it's just like, how did you get out of the country if you didn't know what the one thing that gets you out of the country is?
I'm guessing fucking ferrets.
Must have just ferrets. By the way, I love to describe it as someone that just has a small head.
Yeah, I really like whoever writes those. How long does it take?
Oh yeah, that's definitely that's a backhanded compliment. That is. It's like, yes, a small head of lady. Entry permit. Where is it?
It's like I know. See, that's really like how this guy they writes this doesn't give a shit.
No.
Like I remember, like a couple of times you come across someone whose description is has good vision. It's like how he I would call it one of your stone teen archetype if marijuana wasn't illegal at the time.
Oh lordy.
Sorry, what? Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations. You possibly are smuggling contraband.
A winner are you.
Yes. Don't you feel privileged to show your bits to everyone? They are doing the same thing now. This is so
Yeah, I wonder, do they get do these come from production run or something?
You know what? I think this is some guy just sticking these on by as a prank, and these people aren't even noticing.
But they all look the same. It's like, does he just it's like a toaster oven? You just push it down, pull it up, and it's just in that exact shape.
It's the same thing again. It's just poor craftsmanship. It really, really is.
No, that's really good craftsmanship. They haven't always looked the same.
Yeah, I guess in a way it's just repetitive. Burton. There's a Burton in Aristotle, isn't there? You've been to Burton, haven't you?
Yep.
East Gresson. That's good. I'm just trying to squeeze. Yep. All right. Have a good day.
So if you just look at the districts for a second, like it also again speaks to like a quasi World War II-esque war, where all of the cities have either a German or Italian feel to it because they were the Axis powers.
Mm.
So you have like Burton, which is sort of vaguely Central European, Altan.
Yeah. There's a however the thing rings.
Yeah, or Lady Forma, but like then you also have like Cilio, Octavalis, and Gestoria, which are certainly like Mediterranean.
Yeah, they sound Mediterranean. Yeah. Aha! Found you. I was actually quite proud of that when I noticed she was too small. Now we're heightists. We're taking these people in because they're too small.
No midgets allowed.
No midgets allowed. Right. Well, we're at day 15. Well, halfway. That's a halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to take the wheel?
Sure. Just 1 second.
By all means. Pause.
Hello. So after me retrieving my official coat and name badge, I lost stupid friggin' wife. Always cleaning it away and putting it under the cat.
It's always on the way under the cat of all things. Is it a particularly big cat or?
I don't know. Maybe she thinks that the cat's like some sort of like guardian of the card. A cardian, if you will.
A catigan?
No.
Alright, never mind. Now, what do we got here?
So now the ministry's fight over staff. So now we're gonna have like our other best friend Sergey come into play.
Should be interesting.
Oh, maybe that's tomorrow. You always know him because he's green instead of blue. Oh yeah, this is it. Now we have to introduce the sniping game.
Yes, now we're doing extra things that we shouldn't really be doing. I just have it ready. Wait. Have you got money? So we've got 15 quid.
Yep.
That's a good call.
Well, we'll miss you, friend.
I don't. You're still horrifically underpaying us. Yeah, who got this?
Work for 8 weeks. Sure, that works. That's indeed. So we should actually clarify that yes, I am playing now.
Yeah, that's.
Which is why you're seeing a different layout because because everyone plays this game slightly differently.
Yes, and you turned out the heat in your own home, you absolute monster.
Well, again, it's always nice to save money. The thing is, you have to make sure that you have to make sure that you don't earn too much, or else, again, you'll be audited, and as a result, you won't be arrested, but the government will keep your money.
Yeah, they'll still. You have to make sure you're spending it. In a way, it's an Aristotelian tax.
Well, technically, everything here is tax. Even what you get paid is tax.
The whole career is a tax. Maybe it's just a design choice, but I do like the fact that the little bit of desk or working space you're given is too small for everything.
Oh yeah, that was completely intentional.
Oh, it had to be, yeah. There's no way, if you the game would have been so much easier, and it would have been less of a challenge as such if you just were given ample space.
Yeah.
In fact, even a boost, actually a booth upgrade should be you're given more space.
True.
But it costs too much or something.
But there's a couple of things that he absolutely wanted to keep. He being Pope, of course.
He's missing things. He's missing a lot of things. Oh, hang on. He is missing.
The ID card.
No, the entry permit, because he's cultured.
So do you want to let him in?
He is giving us money, and we do like money.
So is it a yes?
Well, we can take the hit on citation if you're confident, if you're comfortable enough.
Sure.
You are.
You get to live another day.
Well, technically yes, because he is very ill. Now, we are really raking in the cash. Now that means it's going to be an early day.
Yup.
And we have an expired passport. I'm very fascinated by how your layout is different. Your layout is actually different.
That must be a typographical error. No, it shouldn't be. Well, it's for me. It's mostly to like have anything necessary like in front of you.
Yeah.
And so I don't like constantly toss things around. And so like, here we go.
Hey, that guy.
We've already cleared you, so we already know you're so clear.
Yeah.
Civil engineers.
But he did give us the money for a fair play.
On a token.
Yeah. Like I said, he didn't need to give us that 20 quid.
No.
You know. Jesus, you're raking in the cash today. Mm-hmm. Super. He's super. Super. Ooh, that tall. 196 centimeters.
Oh yes, you're correct. So one of the other great things about this game is like originally when he was creating the stamps, Pope wanted to have like stamps here and here, and eventually he decided to have like the oh wait, no, those are not the same. He just decided to like have like these things here, because he wants to like be able to like he says it's a lot more satisfying to actually push down down the stamp.
Yeah, it's a motion. Like it's an actual physical thing you're doing.
Immersion.
Yeah.
Plus, you also get that really meaty chunk sound.
Yeah, that's a very nice. It is a very nice sound. Aha.
Shit, we lost the key.
So
well,
that would explain why you'd be given so much money at this.
Yeah. Can't believe I missed the first shot. So the difference is like we obviously couldn't point it out because I was too busy missing a guy.
Yeah, you idiot.
Is that you saw like another rifle down at this part of the screen? You won't be able to see it until we have another breach of
but there's two rifles there. We have the tranquilizer, but the other rifle is
the
real
principal difference is that the sniper rifle actually has a full reticule. So the crosshair we had for that one, you see there was a massive gap, which is why I missed. In the actual one, it has a complete one, so you actually can train like a dot on them or pixel if you want.
Yes.
So, another breach, so increase in security. This is when we come across our other friend.
This is green guy. See? He is very green.
It's a first purple face and hat.
Well, it's only for
again, this is another case of you being a jerk. Like, this guy comes over and says, hey, how's it going? Like, I actually know where you live. Like, it seems like a really nice place. I know to shit on him. Fuck off.
Everything about it. And again, we would also make the point that he is your main.
True.
Oh.
No, you did well.
Bless Sergei. He's haunted. He's haunted by the foul of war. Is it?
That is the right thing. That is also the right thing.
Import looks alright, doesn't it? Wait, hang on, is this the one now you have to reject import people?
Yes. Oh, it is.
Yeah. I remember reading it on the paper.
Nice catch, Tips. Sorry, I'm gonna be racist today. Are you okay with that?
It's just like I love to see that now, just like making the border patrol more fun. Just everyone gathered around the crowd. This guy just with his wheel goes, okay, now we're gonna spin the wheel of racism. Wherever it lands, you're not getting in.
Also, like, that's kind of like an backwards way of doing it, because you're doing this because you don't like imports current spirit of diplomacy.
Yes.
So we're forcing diplomats out because we don't like their diplomacy. So how are they gonna fix anything?
Well, you're gonna fix everything by saying sorry, and then they can.
But they have no one to send in to say sorry.
Oh, they can send a letter. They have that power.
But they can just, like, people can do that and just forge a seal. We've seen
Matthew,
this.
I'll have you know, as a native Aristotelian, I am very unreasonable. I love that woman. I would just say deny just straight away. It's like, yeah, well,
Fuck
off.
you.
I'm such a brat. Yeah, well, fuck you.
But then again, like, that means you're just proving her right. It's
Yeah.
like a rock and a hard place to, like, be a bitch to her.
Hey, look, it's Commander Worf. He's looking well.
Make it so.
I am not a merry man.
I know. Guy that big, he wasn't enough to be two merry men in an overcoat.
He has a bit of a scowl on him as well.
Look, how long has he been, like, waiting in line? Like, these people have to, like, you know, leave at 6 and come back the next day.
Yeah.
This guy has probably been a week waiting in line.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel soon these guys right at the back of the queue? Because we'll never get to them.
Oh,
Nope. Yeah. You are not getting in by Christmas, sir, I can tell you that.
All I can say is, Mr. Hughes, don't go insane.
Also, stop fighting Klingons.
Nope, we're clear. Good. Emily Slash. Or Slack.
I believe it's French, so slashy.
Ew. No, just no.
Is the district name right?
Yep. They'd inform us there.
Good. It's the most rotund woman I've seen.
I've seen Rotunda.
Yeah, no, she with those kind of rosy cheeks, kind of reminds me of a Jigglypuff.
I've also seen Black Rotunda.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you got a cream for that, or?
Also, you know, Beyond Rotunda Dome.
Yeah.
Skinny Zanova.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
Skin
a-
Zanova.
Yeah, that's a bit of a misnomer. Skinny Nova. You know, this one does not exactly do what is advertised.
Watch me fuck this up because I missed something.
No, you got it right. You got the discrepancy. Hey, look who it is.
You are overweight.
Yeah, you gained some pounds, Georgie. What's the crack with you? Eating well, are you?
I love this. My wife is a very good cook.
Very bad cook, yeah. She's such a bad cook, she actually taped the roast chicken onto your leg. That's how bad of a cook she is. So yes, this is the tragic backstory to Georgie. He's a smuggler, and always was.
And he's like the world's happiest smuggler ever.
Yeah.
Well, like, watch this. I love this response. It's drugs!
Come on in!
He's like, nope. It's like, yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah,
like
cool.
that's
no. Look,
we
you got
good,
a job.
we good, bro. We good.
Yeah, you know what? It's fine. I mean, you're doing your job. I'm doing my job, ish.
For lack of a better
For
term.
lack of a better term.
Short hair, technically true.
It was again another kind of.
Oh wait, no, found the problem.
Boss stand, very good. That would be the one that throws me off, because I would say Boss Dan for United Fed.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, ask these guys.
Yeah. Consult them about it.
Who make it very clear, painfully clear, if you will.
It will be abundantly clear very shortly. But the point I was going to say there about Georgie is, again, it ties in with that just cold splash of reality. He's like, he is a comic relief character, but he's also a smuggler of drugs. Like that is the reality you're dealing with.
Yeah. It speaks to like, shit,
yeah,
for the snap.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. It's like when like Game of Thrones that there is no good or bad guys. There are no heroes or villains. It's just who do we want to see succeed, and even then maybe they are absolute assholes, and then it's like, oh wait, maybe you should not succeed.
Well, the general crux of it is that nobody succeeds. It's just mutually assured destruction. Like the end of Game of Thrones is going to be like everyone dies.
Fucking Hamlet.
That's not a spoiler, by the way. I was just kind of like generally assuming.
Well, the books aren't finished yet.
Yeah.
No, it's a TV series. Spoilers for things that hasn't come out yet. Everyone dies.
Spoiler for future me in the year 2018, where Game of Thrones has controlled everything.
Spoilers. The zebra did it. Some of my favorite like throwaway gags in The Simpsons. It's like, I finally read the dictionary. Turns out the zebra did it. He's a happy fellow. He's pretty another suicide bomber. Maybe we should deny him or.
Yeah, it's like, can you go back in time and stop that happening?
I didn't miss why he was coming in here now. I just don't like
90
you.
90 days.
Yeah.
He's out. I think Mr. Jolly here is out saying his welcome.
Few weeks.
Few weeks.
Oh wait, yeah. Fuck it. Get in. If you blow anyone else, if you come in and blow yourself up, I'm gonna come over and kill you.
Your gusto is like good and all, but I think you might have missed the bus on that one.
Don't need to take the bus to work. I walk.
Oh well, aren't you great?
Of course.
And well, you're poor as well, so.
No, I got $20. Shut up.
From your own family. So, you absolute monster.
We alternate food. It's great.
It's clearly not. Your son's been sick for the last twice in a week.
Look, he loves us. Look.
Oh yeah, sure. Why is he? Well, okay, why does he have a sword? And what the hell is that supposed to be?
It's such an eagle.
Oh yes. You get shouted at now if you put that on your wall, don't you?
Yeah. And if you do it, and if he comes back again and you still have it on the wall, you get arrested.
What a cunt.
It's one of the endings. What a move to Kate, there we go. 10 citations. Yay, silver.
Yeah, shut your face. No.
Boing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's his sex friend.
Yes.
It's funny, going back to the Game of Thrones things, like, it's kind of funny how his sex friend is named after the prostitute / Tyrion's lover, Shay.
Mm.
Wow, you are that guy from The Simpsons, the jerk who says yes.
Yes.
Quite.
A couple of days. Yes. My passport expired.
Good eyes, Eagles.
Sorry, I'm just trying to give you as many unsubtle hints as possible. Or in character hints.
No! Fuck off.
Heavens.
Next we're gonna have Dr. Roxo. Nope, we're
That's
gonna
not Dr. Roxo.
No, but we still got a clown.
And he's lost more weight. He's 45 kilos now. That guy is
Heroin, man.
Mm.
And then we get access to the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we got the other one.
Poison time. Now, I always make this mistake and not click it properly.
Like that?
Ah, you fool. You've ruined it. You've destroyed everything.
We've actually made everything white.
Well, then you've destroyed yourself.
Yeah. So that, I thought, weirdly enough, that like I always thought that was one of the 20 endings, but
No, it's not. No.
There's about 3 different ways you can die in this game, and none of them are actual endings.
That was just you fucking up.
Yeah.
So okay.
I just love that. It's just like, you know what? Fuck this desk job.
It's like boop. Just there, putting the poison on your chips. It was like, this is the way to go. I'm not gonna tell my family this.
This is the world. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but with broken fingers.
This is I'm really getting a rush of deja vu here now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that just didn't happen, right?
No, of course, it's not counted.
It's just like wanted criminal.
Wait.
Where is your passport?
Exactly.
He fucked off as well. Like he didn't give you time to. Was like,
He's obviously a criminal. Detain him.
sir, come back, sir.
Detain the witness. That's a date. That's the right name. Was Ranger's formal strength? I believe it was.
Make sure.
Second opinion. Yep.
I love as well that the insurgent guy is still giving you these stuff, even though on the 3 different occasions you've gone against him.
You gotta love a trier.
Here he is again. It's like, just leave me alone. I just want a normal life.
Or another good way you can fuck yourself over is that you can kill just a randomer with like this poison here.
Yeah, that'd be one of the endings, really.
Nope.
Or it just happens.
It just cuts the day short. Wait, you look like that fucking guy we looked up first, the athlete killer.
You think so?
He looked a lot like him.
Well, he's missing glasses anyway.
You know what?
He's missing glasses.
Of course. I thought you were just making an off-cover reference.
No, I was.
I should pay more attention.
I was waiting to see how long it'll take for you to notice, because I know I'm noticing your system. You go through each document individually and then take it away.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the right guy.
Yeah. Well, it's just making sure because he's still getting a citation. 2 clips.
Now back when originally you were designing this, like whenever you fucked up, you had actually originally got mail saying like from the place saying that place has been blown up or like criminal court or like
Yeah, you
drugs.
immediately see the consequence. I would agree that is not the way to go. Because it's almost the same way, like, you really shouldn't know what happens to them. The same way you don't know what happens to the guys that go...
Yeah.
That you detain.
But this was before, like, you actually had the family system come up. I'm just beyond caring at this point. Like, we started losing commentary.
You get the work permit.
Oh. We started dropping commentary, so, like, I'm just, like, streamline this now.
Sure.
But, yeah, but this was before they had the family system in place, so there's no real, like, incentive either way to, like, incentivize the correct play.
Yeah.
And so this was one of the ways he was testing early on.
No, I do like I would rather have it that way where you just get a citation.
Yeah.
Because I suppose in a way it's supposed to make you guilty, but it's
just such a non-entity that you don't really care either way.
As I say, if you are already a dick, like, you're not probably gonna care that much. Like, it's not gonna really affect you. God, that's a very heavy man.
Forging documents is evil. And it makes baby Jesus cry.
You make yourself feel bad. Oh, they have a poster. You can move here. So once again, sorry for the lack of commentary, but we do have to. We have to pay attention now to the game because it's getting to that point.
Yeah,
it's also getting to the point where, like, you know, like the more crucial decisions are coming. Like I said, the rebellion is starting to pick up momentum, even though we're trying our darndest to stop that.
it's not so much stop it. We're just acting like a roadblock.
Yeah, we're just like, nope.
We are the speed bump to SXR's life.
Yeah, we're just sandbagging the whole thing. Now, this is Khalidistan, isn't it? This is the guy we're apparently supposed to poison.
Yep, so I'm guessing he's an automatic in.
Yeah. And of course,
hey, do you want this?
Sir, you dropped this, sir. Of course, what happens is, if you do poison him, your day is cut short.
Of course, like anyone else.
But also, one of the other guards dies as well.
Yes, because he touches him.
Hmm.
What kind of poison even is that? We need to talk to one of our chemist friends for that.
Yeah,
because that
would be something pretty powerful, all right. I mean, it wouldn't be like something you consume, but something you would probably inhale. More than likely.
Well, if it would be something we inhaled, then we would die.
Yeah, but like it'd be like a powder's form of anthrax, but I don't think that's the thing. Again, answers on a postcard if that is the real poison. Could be just like it's probably just a salt of some kind. That's just really, really toxic.
Well, if the hippies would let you believe, like, all salt is toxic.
This is
Idiot
true.
hippies.
Get off my damn.
Stupid foreigners waiting in line.
Yeah.
There's a wall, you can jump it.
That's not recommended. They will get shot. Do not listen to this man.
Please be a forged document. So I know, like, facial hair in a woman is nothing wrong, but why would you, like, why would you make yourself look like Satan from the 50s? If you have the option not to, please don't make yourself look like Satan from the 50s.
Because he has a willy. Literally go F.
No.
We're going to deny you and detain you. Double whammy.
Shit, I'm gonna get a citation. I didn't give him a reason to be denied.
Nah, I can't. It's detained though. It automatically defaults. Like, damn it, wrong.
I was joking.
Oh, right, sorry. I thought you
It's
were
something I do.
I thought you were genuinely concerned.
Sorry, next time I'll say...
She's 39 kilograms. Is there any water left in her body? Or is she just, like, bone and mildew?
I believe she's actually hovering and she has no legs.
She certainly looks it. Just like Brendan O'Carroll mid-drag.
Oh wait, she does have legs.
No, I think that's someone like, what? Like, she's standing on someone.
Visiting relevance for 2 weeks. Sure, why not?
Well, you can take your time now. That's what I always do. I always like just drag this last one out.
Usually what I do is just like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, but like, you only gotta make sure you got it right.
Enjoy the F principle.
No. Playing with fire, Matty, I tell you. That could have been a citation right there. Do not be a dick. Give your son needs medicine.
Just die.
Integrity whistleblower, eh? That's something to keep an eye on.
Now, Integrity was the enemy of the Republic at times, which is why they was called it, because Republic is you are the Republic, Antegria sounds a little like antagonist, and Georgie is now officially wanted.
Yee-hee. He's famous, everybody. Nice. Well, that's a very portly man.
Ron Jeremy.
He also has an expired passport.
So he does. Thanks, co-pilot.
You're welcome. I'm just helping you out. I think your face must be a typographical error.
I mean, like, you know, just turns around, and turns out his face is actually an interrobang.
I know people like that. Here we go again. Yeah, we're not.
Not going to do that. You can fuck off.
You can go and suck dick. Glory to our star. Let's go.
Are you transiting?
Yes.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
So, whoops.
Yeah, very good. Like, this is the part now where actually you do have to play the game because things are happening.
Yeah.
But
so sorry if this commentary dies a little. It's just because, like, you know, we have to pay a bit more attention.
yeah, well, I'm sure it'll take a hit on us. Really, it does kind of go back to what the whole premise of this thing is. It's like you're just acting now. You're not really thinking about anything.
Yeah.
You know, much like everyone else in the world is now acting rather than thinking. More, it's all reactive. You know, no one's actually just sitting down and discussing what to do.
Yeah.
It's like,
At the very least, you start becoming a drone, which starts to become emblematic of the problems you come across late in the game.
absolutely. And even then, when you try and fight back, it doesn't really work out.
No. Or it doesn't even, like, change much, even.
No. 148 centimeters. Was that what it said? That doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't yet.
I wasn't fond of double clicking. I prefer the space bar myself. For an upgrade, I always tend to skip that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I prefer double click just
Yeah.
because, like, your fingers over the mouse button anyway. So
I think it's because I was used to the mouse pad, and
yeah.
the mouse pad I had was worn down, and well, if Neil was here, he'd say it was crumb and custard, but
Oh yeah, we remember that. Well, actually, no, they don't remember that discussion.
no, it's on it's on.
Oh, it's on FTL.
It's on
Yes,
FTL,
yes.
But
We were talking about one of the aborted attempts, like when the experimental, back in
Yeah.
the experimental days.
yes, when we were
Back when
testing
we were
it.
weird and progressive.
Back in those days.
I like to call it our Tom Sawyer days. You are a criminal.
You definitely look like he's a white collar guy. I think white collar.
You've been hit by. You've been
struck
struck by a fat criminal.
It's just a tuba version of Smooth Criminal.
Thank you, Schwartz.
There'll be $60.
Oh, this one.
Oh, bitch.
So the question is, do we allow for a free and independent press in Arstotzka?
Well, what do you think? I think she has the wrong paperwork. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, most certainly.
Shovel, we can just be as much of a cunt in this game as we can. It's just like, yeah, I mean, you know, you can't help it, you had the wrong paperwork.
Although it is coming across, it is indicative of a greater truth about reality, that like laws are artificial constructs that we are not in any way really beholden to. That technically, I guess, like if we knew more about the world, that we are able to, like, you know, say that yes, a free and independent press must be able to travel across the world.
Yes.
So long as they have a valid pass.
And that expires.
Yeah, but even if they could, does our country allow that? Probably not. Like, it might be a little like contemporary China, and that is in date. You have a mustache. You are in. Yep.
That wasn't in date. I don't think.
22, 12. Oh shit, you're right.
It's that again. It's the change of month
Yeah.
that screws me up, and it screwed me up for every time I play through this. So,
I was busy.
you were busy being highbrow. Stop being highbrow.
But even if this world is allows like free independent press, we can still say no. no, you still can't get in here because you do not kowtow to our rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is both true, depressingly.
You don't get an ID card. Everyone gets an ID card.
I have several.
Yes.
I mean, it does speak to like a reality that we deal with, like with Korea and
Like,
Russia as well.
These
China,
are things
sorry.
that people are actually like worried about.
Yeah.
Shaved head? What? Are you sure? Have you seen this woman? Yeah.
Stony McStonerson strikes again. It changed.
You changed. Yeah, say you did.
She used to be Natalie Portman.
How do you change from not being Natalie Portman?
I don't know.
Considering that she had alopecia. Or is it no? No, I'm thinking of someone else, sorry.
You're thinking of something completely different. I'm just
Yes,
thinking
it
of
is,
Natalie
yes.
Portman from V from Vendetta.
Absolutely, yes. I don't know what I was
That weird film.
saying. Yeah.
Like, goddamn, I like the Wachowski brothers, but there's a lot of weirdness to them, which is both good and kind of weird at the same time.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a
Comic book
small
artist.
person. That's
Open your friggin' eyes!
She's too small for the picture. Would you not give her like a little box to stand on?
Yeah, actually, like, you know, that's actually technically legal these days because she's actually off center. Like,
Yeah.
she's in the
it's like-
lower left.
Like, this is just being heightist now. Like, that is horrifically unfair to small people. Although, again, this is an oppressive society where if you're not, like, you know, absolutely perfect, we don't care. Mm-hmm. So you probably actually, like, notice this, but what is the perfect 8 solid technique for speedrunning? Because speedrunning with this would be fascinating to watch.
I'm not a speedrunner myself, but certainly, like, you'd really have to memorize mnemonics. Like, as I said, I can remember a lot of the cities in this game, but you don't remember all of them. You have to perfectly see the seal. I don't know, you probably need some sort of bot to assist you just to get the amount of stuff you have to, like, keep bouncing in your head.
Yeah. Well, I always say that it's all about having a system, and it's the same thing when you actually are doing office work or anything, something like that. Like,
Shit, I fucked up.
Did you?
Wrong weight. I already gave her the passport back.
That's a pity.
There it is.
There's the facts. Yeah.
Hustler, smuggler, admitted.
Well,
You twat.
You silly boy. That looks different. Is it from a different colour?
What does?
The entry permit.
Oh yes, of course.
I never noticed that. There was like it's like slightly different colour than the.
They can be. It actually jumps around a couple of colors.
It's a nice goldenrod, but I think it's frowned upon in actual Border
I'm
Patrol.
failing at clicking.
If the day is over, you can take it as long as you want. Anyway.
This game does actually ask quite a few questions that we need to find answers for in this reality as well.
Yes.
I mean, the inspiration for Papers, Please came from the fact that when Luke Sculptor now lives in Japan with his wife, and so whenever he has to go from Japan to the States, like he obviously has to jump through quite a few hoops.
Yeah.
And as a result, it just this like stress and tension that he went through as a result of like going back and forth through customs all the time. So like gave the impetus of making a game where you were causing people stress and tension.
Yeah, it's like it's that thing about being on the other side.
So Impor is now saying, we need to pay more for whatever we buy from them. So now we're gonna constantly just reject them.
We're gonna be a dick to importers, yeah.
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 No, we need that.
Now, reason for denial. Now it means like if you want to reject people, you have to do two
Yeah, it's just
two stamps basically.
it's basically a way to stop people from just constantly
His hair has changed.
spamming deny. His weight has changed.
Looks different.
Ever so slightly.
Yep.
Oh. Oh. You're gonna be saying more than oh when these people start talking to you.
So, just like two guns. Oh. That looks different.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Now we know.
Now. Ah. Import.
I thought we were 9 people from Israel.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, there's a reason for denial stamp.
Oh, that's the new one.
Yeah, that's
Import
the-
must be next.
Yeah, that's why I saw the headline. It was like it's foreshadowing that.
Yeah.
Either way, he doesn't. He's missing
Where is
something.
No, I think it's just behind here. No, he isn't. Wait, yes, he is.
Well, now you know. So that is very kind of like off-putting. It's like it's again.
Well, it certainly fucked my attempted metagame in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw us anyway. The office guy, clerk. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes.
The office jerk. Well, I know she is an automatic.
All right.
Go Ars Kickers.
Brilliant name. I would.
Oh shit! Validation City. Usually she's an automatic in.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm just getting my ass handed to me.
There you go, man. You can't take anything for granted in the glorious Republic of Arstotzka.
35, that's correct. It's a date. Yep. Oh shit, yeah.
You got something? No, he's visiting, yeah. No.
Transiting.
Oh, yes, quite right. Yes, I'm sure you are. Sorry.
Rarely ever someone gets actually properly hit by that. They just like, oh yeah, wait, I mean something else.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, I just wrote that by accident. It's like, yeah, sure, mate. I mean, I believe you now.
I think Anna Grouse isn't from Ontario.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Very nice. How wonderful.
Like, every time I hear out of grouse, I think of the famous grouse, which is the Scottish whiskey.
Oh yeah, but like I mean,
Yeah.
like I thought it was like from another country.
Yeah, it's like. Boop, 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 boop. It's a very famous jingle.
Apparently, I mean,
Well, famous to me anyway.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, you could just have his contacts in.
Well, then his eyes are closed anyway. So, why do you have no glasses? I'm blind.
You have changed.
That is escalated. That's changed. Yeah. Well, as well, like it's like you are gonna potentially detain this man because he's not wearing his glasses.
Seems clean.
Yeah, it's like that's a bit too oppressive for our Slutskin standards.
Stony McStormson strikes again. He wore glasses yesterday.
Yeah, idiot. Like, come on now, you're going through customs, wear your best glasses so there's no confusion. Do not start messing things up with your fancy contact lenses from import.
Oh yeah, of course.
So she's an automatic deny then. It's just like, yeah, that's nice.
They could
leave.
I just love this. I just don't know anything. Just deny me. Ah, so this is how it feels.
Yeah.
It's like, well, life sucks.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. It does. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but Ali Madrid could be a play on Hala Madrid, which is the,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know. And I'm not sure if any like fans of Real Madrid would like pledge for this have their name immortalized.
You never know,
in
like-
plays,
I didn't go checking out the nationality of every user on that forum.
Yeah, look, there's at least one. All right, they're everywhere.
I said it did research.
Yeah.
I didn't say I took completely of my senses.
Is she a criminal?
No.
Well,
No, but we have a
someone is.
criminal.
We have a criminal.
Bye.
Nice.
Boom! Headshot.
Who knew that a border patrol guy would be such a good shot?
Well, apparently, we did fight in the war.
Oh yeah.
Bleeding us to nothing.
Yep.
Yay.
That's what you get for making them hungry.
Well, no. Food doesn't double. It's just because
I know. Yeah, it's just
fucking terrorists.
terrorists, man.
We should vote. We should vote like in a firebrand politician, and then have him deported.
I think it's called. You already have it. It's called Donald Trump.
He didn't run for Stotska. I'm aware
He'll
of.
make it Arstotzka if he gets in. Hello everyone. You might be wondering where the thrilling conclusion to our Papers, Please Let's Play has gone, but the truth is that it's gone. Sadly, the video for it was corrupted due to a wacky confluence of easily solvable technical difficulties. So what you're seeing right now is me replaying the last few days of the run, and I'm just going for the same ending that we went for the first time. I'd of course invite you to play the game for yourself and see what ending you end up with. In the meantime, here's myself and Matty having a post-game ramble reviewing what we'd liked about the game, so over to you, me from the past. So that was Papers, Please.
Yes.
Well done, everyone.
I would highly recommend the game. Like,
Yes.
honestly, when we were playing it, obviously we trailed off to the end, but that's mostly because we were hoping to make a single video. It's really good to get engrossed in by yourself. Again, the reason I wanted to play this game is because it's a fantastic piece, not only of game design, but of true art. Like, again, this is a perfect use of working within the means of design, and as a result, it really shines through in both originality, concept, message, medium, everything that you would actually talk about art in any format. This is an exemplary example of.
I would go along with that somewhat. I would say that it's, for what it is, it's a very contextualized game in the sense that you have your position. You are, as you said, as an NPC. That's what you are, and you're just given little. You're flirting with the game world in a way. Like, you're seeing little things, and you have so much power for what you really are, an insignificant person.
Yeah.
But that's the point. Everyone is insignificant in this regime, but you're just kind of thrust into these situations. You're given a choice, and whatever choice you make affects people. But it's the impact and the sudden impact of that. It's like you can put yourself in that position and think, these are real people I'm affecting, or go further on from that if you want to and see the whole world that you're affecting. Or you can just go very simply and just say, like, I'm a dick, and just reject.
Yeah.
It depends on what you want to do.
Although you will kill your family and eventually go bankrupt and become arrested, though.
Absolutely. But no, I would agree. It is a strong proponent for games of art because it's not, everything in it isn't obvious. It's a setting. It's all the design choices
and again, it's those little things like with the newspaper, like, the only what you can assume is the only national paper, or at least the major national paper, is free, which means that there wouldn't be really any point in not reading it. Therefore, everyone being fed a certain brand of information.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's even if we're gonna go on the Orwellian route, right? Like, there's so many things that even when you look at it or something clicks like that, like I said, the truth of Arstotzka.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's the Ministry of Truth.
Of
Even
course.
the font of Papers, Please is very similar to 1984.
Yeah.
And the whole kind of like, the presentation of it.
Well, 1984 was also based very much on the communist scare in England at the time.
Right, but like it's the same thing. The colour scheme of the Arstotzkan bird, the same thing as Orwell. It's like red and grey and silver. Everything design-wise, whether it be large or small, is a reference to something. And if you get a reference, well done. If not, it's not a big deal. It's just still part of the experience.
But
So
it's also a really good example of tight design as well, because like absolutely everything. You have the clock there. The clock is good for checking the date. You have the scales there. You have to check the weight. There is not a pixel in this game that is wasted, and it's perfect as a result.
yeah, and like I said, things are what I love as well. Is things are like deliberately inconvenient.
Yeah.
Or inefficient, and it's like it forces you to make a silly game design will be looking at something and thinking, oh, that's inefficient, I'll just change that. I said, no, keep it inefficient, because you're forcing the player to make those moves, which either breeds a mistake or makes the person think.
It's the same as poetry. Poetry is form forcing formality, and this is the same. You could say it's like tactile poetry, because you are creating your own formality based on the form you were given.
Yes, I'll go along with that as well if you're going from that standpoint. Either way, I just think this is a very neat little game that's worth a try, even to play once, possibly even twice if you want to see what another ending is.
Yeah.
There are various, obviously you just saw there's 20 endings to go for, a lot of permutations, but the great thing is if you click in the story there, look at how they can go scroll back and see you can branch off at any of these days if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And just go with somewhere different. I think the white days are more important plot points, I think, are they? Or?
Nothing I'm aware of.
Yeah, but either way, like, you can pick a day, do something differently, and see where it takes you. And that's where the different endings come from. Even day 23, you can choose not to shoot innocents, you can choose not to shoot that guy, just do your job and tranquilize him, and move on for another day.
Yeah, because like this game goes on for another 8 days. It goes on for a full month.
Yeah, that's as far as you can go. And of course, that is almost like your mission, like your successful, like your good game ending in a way. And then you're given the endless version or whatever it is.
Yeah, like so if you go through the full 31 days, like playing to the rules, you also get a code for this endless mode, which is basically just a way to go through without story mode, just in case it just gives you like the challenge.
Yeah, it's more or less for people who just want to like challenge themselves, like I'd say almost like a training way for speedrunning.
Basically, yeah.
Either way, it's, again, I would say game wise, well designed, tight. It's something very different, very very different. Like,
and it's wonderful as a result.
Yes, it is, and it's not like a labour of love or anything like that. It's like one guy's idea of a game. It was perfectly executed. Anything like inefficiently, it's hard to come up with criticisms for it because, as we said, the criticisms for it are inherent.
Yeah, or at least somewhat intentional.
Yeah. The only the heavy criticism of it is just like the actual premise of it. Like, how the hell could you make a game that's about inspecting paperwork? Here's why: you make it contextualized.
Well, that's why, when it comes to cinema, like, I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of art house experimental stuff, but it serves a purpose.
Would you say this is the equivalent of gaming? Of art house?
I wouldn't say it's absolute art house. It wouldn't be so like your Dali style film.
Right.
But it would actually be a good example. Would be like the Wachowskis, like especially The Matrix. The Matrix was a very very pulpy movie, but it did enough innovative onto like a design aspect that it defined visual storytelling for like the next decade, if not longer. You can still see echoes of Wachowski in like say new Transformers films or like in Star Wars even. And it's to say, they asked the question, can you do this?
Yes.
And they did, and they defined an entire set of special effects.
Makes you wonder how many games can take something like this and more or less do something in essence, make it as left field as that.
Like, it wouldn't even have to be like as paperwork based. Like, you can sort of see this concept of cog in the machine.
Yeah,
and push that forward.
Well, like I say, it's what you said, like the second person perspective.
Yeah,
second person storytelling. Like, as the example we kind of threw away was like the bouncer at the nightclub. Was like, well, what happens if the nightclub is like a cover or whatever it is, or like something silly storyline wise.
Yeah,
that's an example of it, but that's a very kind of copy paste idea.
Yeah,
but it's more so the principle of Papers, Please. Not
to be fair, like Beyond Good and Evil did something of a similar nature, but like it was.
Look how kind of well received that is.
Yeah,
when you think about it.
The only difference is Beyond Good and Evil, like the story hinges around your actions. Again, like Papers, Please, while the various endings give you a sort of different flavor, you sort of see like very little in the way of a shift, or at least a shift that
the
you
story
caused.
still happens. It's just what happens to you within that story.
Exactly.
So it's not that.
So, but there, like, again, you can see these like touches of stuff like this, and so I wouldn't say Papers, Please is absolute art house, like highbrow art, but it's a nice medium between sort of like approachable but also experimental, and that's where I always like my media stuff that does cool new shit but everyone will want to see, and so they can actually appreciate how cool it is.
Once again, I would simply describe Papers, Please as different. Like it's something that is not what you'd expect as a game, and it's done a great job as a result. Like it's something you don't think of naturally.
Yeah.
As something you play, it's like, oh, I don't want to top up fucking documents. I can do that at work or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's everything else about it. It's like you look past the initial premise and you look at what else is happening around you, what else is happening with the characters around you.
Yeah.
Even though there's some people that are just insignificant, and there's some people that just are suddenly, boom, they're right there. Like
actually speaks of a really good movie that was released last year. I cannot remember the name of it, but basically it's about like a guy working in Nazi Germany, and he works in one of the concentration camps. He is in a hospital. And the whole premise of the film, this is another one of those like art house style films. It's like it's all shot from effectively dirty shoulder. It's really tight on his back for the entire movie. And so it's all focusing. Like the narrative focus of his story is trying to reconnect with his son or find his son. But outside, right outside his frame, where the image starts to blur, you see all these atrocities of Nazi Germany happening.
Yeah.
And you're aware of it, but you can't see it. Because he has television, so you yourself are given a very forced perspective. Yeah. It's the exact same in Papers, Please.
It is actually, absolutely, because you are aware. You can make yourself aware of what's happening, or you can just be ignorant.
Yeah.
Don't read the papers. Don't pay attention to whoever else is asking. Don't show compassion to people, or just follow your rules, whatever it is. You can be that, or you can actually go against the system, be a rebel, whatever all this shit is, and get stung as a result.
Yeah.
You have that choice, and again, it's because it's that understated choice you have. It's as I said, the story doesn't change. It's just what happens to you is different, and that's the beauty of the game.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what will happen, no matter what you do, things are still going to happen. Things that are far bigger than you are still going to happen. It's just all down to your little part. Like for all you know, there could be 20 or 30 other border patrol guards that are doing the exact same thing and might be having a similar effect or a weaker effect.
Yeah.
But it's all down to what happens to you in that cog, as a cog in that machine. That's the beauty of Papers, Please.
It really is.
Yeah.
Plus it's $30, so it's a pretty cheap purchase as well.
Yeah. Again, pick it up on Steam. Recommend it. Try out for yourself. See what ending you get, and at least make you better in your office work, I suppose. That's the best way to describe it. Anyway, this has been a thing. So this is Monday Madness and completing the Let's Play of Papers, Please. Eventually, yeah. At least one of them anyway. We're not going to go do the other 19, I don't think.
Damn.
So this is myself.
And Matt.
Signing off. We'll see you next time.
Bye.